Alright. Here is a quick setup, if I say so myself. Let me just close this real quick. And then we go here. This game, fucking hell. I was a lot of laughing yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it's only gonna get better. We are currently in chapter 3. Chapter 1 was Buzz in Darkham. Chapter 2 was Dawn in the clutches of the cult. And now in chapter 3, we are in Fishmouth as Buzz, which I think is where Dawn was actually held captive in the first place. Judging by the fact that they both have all this weird fish smell going on. That counts as a... Oh, that counts as a cutscene. Interesting. Maybe halfway through the game. Maybe. There's some interesting characters so far. The voodoo guy. Where the entire room is references to Double Fine. Probably because the voodoo guy looks like Kim Schafer, probably even voiced by him. I would not be surprised. We had the Darkham Asylum, which is run by the Joker, and they have a bad problem. The Ron Dilbert photo. Never pay more than $20 for a game. It's a lot of freaking good stuff in this game. It really is, and there's nothing to do but get back to it and find some other references. Hi, Mikey. So we made it past the Webfoots. We're supposed to go to the Finman house, but...
A Fishmouthian citizen really intent on reading that newspaper. Handsome fella.
What?
I don't want to involve her.
Gliding down through the dark green water.
What?
Yeah?
Sorry, opening a pack of gummies here. Should have done that before the stream, because I forgot, because I can't mute in this game. But, yeah, whatever. No, I didn't mean to.
I don't...
Do you repeat yourself, or...?
He can breathe underwater because he has amphibious nostrils.
Who?
I'm sorry, who?
On the way down, he passed hundreds of trout of different sizes.
Okay.
Trout are freshwater fish and have underwater weapons.
I mean, what?
Huh?
Trout are very valuable and immensely powerful.
They are?
Go on.
Keep away from the trout.
Okay, that's a promise.
Not just the trout. Unless your name is Trout, then yes.
Gliding down through the dark green water.
And that's why the repetition
okay,
happens.
he's on
Okay.
a loop.
It is acknowledged. Good. Oh, we need the sandwich for Annie. That's
It's a
her name.
Fishmouth citizen enjoying his sandwich. He looks surprisingly peaceful. She has nothing to say. Good evening, good sir.
Evening, stranger.
The name's Buzz. Buzz Kerwin.
Nope, that's wrong, I'm afraid. The name's Milton. Milton the mechanic.
No, I mean my name's Buzz.
I didn't know they named kids Buzz anymore. I thought that was considered cruel and unusual.
Oof.
The Mechanic? Is that your surname?
Yes, sir. Maybe you heard of us if you're from around Miskatonic. We're a distant offshoot of the Kingsport the Plumbers. They hate our guts.
Sorry to hear that.
Nothing to be sorry about. We hates their guts too. Just straight up gut hating back and forth. Always been the way in our clan.
It's nice to have traditions.
Sure is.
This conversation has massive Sam and Max vibes. Just putting that out there. Oh, before I forget about it again. The one point-and-click adventure that I didn't mention yesterday that I grew up with was of course freaking Day of the Tentacle, which they remastered and put on Steam a few years ago. If you haven't, play it, it's a masterpiece still.
Is this your truck you're sitting next to?
Sure was. It's dead now. Bleeding oil all over the road like them zebras, you know, on National Zoo TV. Them poor striped horses. Used to watch them shows a lot as a kid. Always got to me how them critters was meeting their end. I mean, a lion's gotta eat, but us humans? Man, we can do better than that. I made me a choice back then.
You became a vegetarian?
Hell nah. In Fishmouth? You crazy? We put fish in everything here.
Ew.
Nah, I swore off zebra meat forever. Never felt better, never felt the need for it. But yeah, the truck's mine.
So, are you doing anything about the truck?
Nothing. Sitting here, hopeless, despairing, eating my tasty fish sandwich.
Bon appetit.
Nah, it's just tuna.
Oh man.
What can you tell me about Fishmouth?
Well, I don't know how you made it in, but the sooner your non-local hides is out of here, the better. Us Fishmouth folk don't like out-of-towners, no siree. And the order...
The order?
Never mind, I'm just talking crazy. Been playing too many of them blasted video games, you know? Make you dumb, they do.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That was the point where Kitteh should have made a dumb comment looking at the camera again. Oh wait, no, that was Priscilla last time, not Kitteh.
Are you gonna eat your second sandwich?
Now that's a very personal question, Mr. Curlin. What of it?
I, would like to have it?
You would, wouldn't you? Well, I tell you what, I'll trade you for it.
What do you
What do you
want?
have in mind?
I have a craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps? Yours? Huh? Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I don't know what came over me. Been playing these dark sci-fi adventure games. They've been messing with me. True as I'm sitting here and telling you.
Murder simulators, awful stuff.
Indeed. Where was I? Oh yeah. Get me something refreshing, and you got the sandwich.
Ow! Yeah, but you got Dr. Fisher. What's gonna say? And there is the dialogue option.
I think you'll like this can of Dr. Fisher.
Why, I sure will. Dr. Fisher's, trademark, my favorite.
Trademark.
It's gonna go down real good once I'm done with my sandwich. Made with the finest, most odorous fish mouth water. A deal's a deal, Mr. Kremlin. Here's your sandwich. Enjoy.
You only misspoke Buzz's name in 2 ways.
Thanks, Milton. Enjoy your other sandwich.
Okay.
Catch you later, Milton.
You probably will. My truck's dead.
You mentioned as much. First things first. I'm gonna give Annie the sandwich. Annie, give me that dolphin milk. I forgot.
Hey, kid. Want this sandwich?
I don't, but my doggy woggy Tad sure would love it. Sandwiches are his favorite. Thanks.
Hey, Annie. Think you could spare some of that dolphin milk?
Sure, I was gonna share it with Tad, but that sandwich sure will fill his whittle belly up good. Here you go.
Thanks, Kit.
Thanks, Annie. You're a good kid.
Freaking dolphin milk. let's see what we're gonna do with that. 'Cause I have concerns.
It has reached its final destination. It shall pollute no more. It's leaking oil like crazy. She could care less about it. It's not taking me anywhere.
There's an oil puddle.
It puddles, it's what it does. Oily and puddly.
Well, we definitely need it for something else.
Yeah, she's a neat freak. Can't think of any use for it.
Not right now.
As crumbling and decayed as Darkham, maybe a bit more. And there's the stink, too. Really adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, great.
I might be a poor student / librarian, but she has some living standards. You couldn't pay me enough to live there.
Yep, there's a window. Anyone up there? Dawn,
One
maybe?
solitary lit window. Wonder who's in there.
It has to be Dawn after his escape.
Intriguing. Could that be Olmstein's room?
I forgot about Bob Olmstein.
Wouldn't have her climb that high. Well, we found Finman House, all right. Charming place. They're going for the crumbling ruin look. Interesting niche. Wouldn't necessarily spend the night here, to be quite honest.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
I don't like this place one bit. It reeks of dead,
Fish?
not just fish.
Bob Olmstein. We see the last thing out here? Ooh, a dark alley. Yay! My favorite.
She looks really, not happy. Not really looking like she's excessively friendly. She's just as mean as you are, Cat.
Please.
Hi there.
You staying at the Finmans tonight?
I might be.
Good luck.
Hey, what did you mean by good luck?
It's no fun if I tell you. You gonna find out yourself soon enough.
Why do I know her voice? At least she sounds
There's
familiar.
something about the Finman house you're not telling me.
You got the wrong person, stranger. Tourist info's over that way.
Not a lot of help from there, I'm afraid.
Help? Oh, you don't need that. Yet.
The laughter is amazing.
I don't think I want to talk to her anymore.
Fair. Trash can.
A great example of the urban decay school of design. Stinking up the place. Not that it's an exception or anything.
Oh, I'm a cat, so I'm into smelly trash cans. Is that what this is?
I didn't say anything. Fascinating wonders might await deep in its smelly confines, but I won't be the one to discover them.
That's what we get done for?
It gets really dark that way, really dark. I don't like that alley, not at all.
Nope, don't like it.
I'd go there, but Mr. Shaky Pants over here won't.
'Cause there's no reason to. Jeez.
Uh-huh.
Even darker alley. Oh god.
Oh, brother, this one's even darker. Nope, not going down there. Oh, no. No way. Not today.
I'd go there, but Mr. Shaky Pants over here won't.
'Cause there's no reason to. Jeez.
Uh-huh.
Not yet. I guess we're gonna go into the Finman house. And meet Bob or Don. 50-50. And that is me getting a freaking message for some reason. Oh my god. I am getting freaking spam messages. It's fun. Ah, we are refunding you. You just have to go to this website. That's not the actually official website, but you know. Where was I? Oh, the grandfather clock just screams Day of the Tentacle.
Stairs leading up to the rooms. Holmstein must be up there. Man, I really want to walk up them right this instant. If we go upstairs, we do it together. Those are the room keys, and they're all present but one.
Mm-hmm.
That one missing key has got to be the one to Olmstein's room. She's not interested.
He never is.
Complimentary coffee. Black as midnight on a moonless night. How thoughtful of Mr. Finman.
Ooh.
Damn good coffee, Diane.
Was that a Twin Peaks reference? Damn fine cup of coffee?
I don't think we want to find out what that would do. Nothing to pour it in.
Oh, we need, what if we put the...
Not in the picture, though.
Okay, so we're gonna have to make that for someone.
Seems like it's always 10 o'clock in this hotel. It looks strangely familiar.
Yeah, it is the grandfather clock from Day of the Tentacle.
Tick-tock. She doesn't care for it. I don't think this one opens. Looks like he's the strong, silent type.
I feel like the shoes are supposed to be misleading.
Must be some vow of silence deal or something. Ominous.
Although this, I wonder if this is actually the neck and like the head is up here.
I am completely uninterested.
Hello. Okay then. Hello. Okay then.
Okay, I guess we're gonna talk to Finman.
That there must be the namesake of this hotel. Rough looking fella.
Who is not rough looking in this town? Come on.
Kinda gives me the chills, to be honest. No, I have to handle this. Hello there. Bob Olmstein.
What did you just say?
Oh, God, my spleen?
You should have that checked out, stranger. Your spleen plays multiple important roles in your body. It's a filter for blood and part of your immune system. It also helps fight bacteria, especially the kind that causes pneumonia and meningitis. So I've heard.
Okay, thanks for the info.
Oh, cooked spleen's supposed to taste real yummy. I don't mean the human kind, of course. I wouldn't know about that.
Very interesting.
This is fine.
What a great evening in Fishmouth, isn't it?
Evening? Yeah, I suppose it is evening. I don't know what you find so great about it, though.
Neither do I.
You know, the salty sea-scented breeze, the smell of rotting fish, the distant thunder. Charming. Mr. Finman, I presume.
That's me, yeah.
Nice hotel you've got here.
Nice. Ain't nothing nice about it. We don't do nice in Fishmouth. There anything I can do for you, stranger?
I'd like a room, please.
I'd love to help you out, sir. We's all completely booked up.
Really? I only see one key missing on that wall behind you.
Ain't you been snooping around? Got a bunch of pilgrims coming over for the festival soon. That one standing there is the first of the bunch. Booked the whole place they did. Don't bother wasting your breath on him. He ain't talking nothing. You ain't from Fishmouth, is you? I can smell it all over you. Why you come here?
You're a direct man, aren't you, Mr. Finman?
Yup, and I've been known to judge a man. You was nosy and skinny. Too skinny.
Definitely no cannibals here.
I try to eat right, Mr. Finman.
Oh yeah, so do I. Sorry, must be this hunger I guts up in me.
What is so funny about that?
Oh, nothing. Fishmouth humor. You ain't got the stomach for it.
But
Sheesh. So about that room.
We's all booked. See that pilgrim standing over there? Him and his kind done booked up every single room except the one. About to arrive any minute now. Otherwise, I love to serve you.
and
Maybe it's me, but did that really warrant such a laugh?
Think nothing of it, stranger. It's the hunger, you see. My stomach's growling is all. Makes me say all kind of things. Pay no mind.
Can I interest you in this cookie I've got here?
I'm a meat man myself, but right now I could eat just about anything, I reckon. If it ain't meat, though, I gots to wash it down some, and I ain't got anything.
hold
you mean
on.
like alcohol, right?
You was pretty smart for a stranger.
How come you don't have any alcohol around?
Been no need. We've been having plenty of meat around here, till it stopped coming, that is. Be arriving for the festival soon, though. Ain't that right, Pilgrim? Them brothers of yours arriving soon, eh?
I don't get it. Are the pilgrims bringing you meat?
Oh, yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that.
This is
So an
fine.
exceptionally jovial innkeep. All meat, huh? Got any preferences or anything goes?
Oh, I got my preferences. Sorry, Skinny. Don't be judging me. Look at yourself, all skin and bone. Nothing on you worth mentioning.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
You like sausages?
Anyway. Oh, so the one occupied room is this pilgrim's.
No, it's someone else staying there.
Can you tell me what his name is?
Here at Finman House, we value our customers' privacy.
Uh-huh. What's this festival you mentioned?
Nothing you should know of. That's our business. We Fishmouth folk. It's Fishmouth business. We got our own to look up to. Don't need your funny-smelling outsiders telling us what to do and who to listen to.
I might just hang around and check it out if it's happening soon.
That's not to be advised, Skinny. The Order don't take kindly to strangers.
The second person to slip up.
The Order? What order?
Nah, never you mind that.
Aw, come on, tell me. I'm here, might as well learn a thing or two about Fishmouth.
The only thing you need to know about that there esoteric order is that they don't want you here. So you best be on your way. That's all I can tell you.
Well?
What's this festival you mentioned?
Nothing you should...
Yeah,
we
I
can-
just went
That's
through
not-
that.
Does anyone take kindly to anyone around here?
Our own outsider. You don't like it, you can skedaddle on out of here.
Where was I? Has the guy in the room brought you any meat?
Butcher, fancy yourself some kind of detective or something, outsider? What's with all them questions now?
I'm just curious by nature.
Too curious, you ask me. No place for your kind here, outsider.
Just wondering how come your one customer hasn't provided you with any meat, that's all.
He's a stranger in that one. Ain't nothing like our usual customers. Pays damn well, too. Gold, stranger, gold. We is likes our gold.
Yo.
Yeah.
So gold is popular around here, huh?
Used to be... You asking way too many questions, Skinny.
I'm here to see this gentleman.
He ain't come down in a while. I don't reckon he will anytime soon. I wouldn't wait if I were you, stranger.
You know, getting constantly called a stranger and an outsider tends to be a little grating after a while. Have you considered that?
We don't take...
Kindly, gotcha. I gotta run.
Take care, stranger.
Okay. Do you have dialogue here?
Hello.
No.
Okay then.
And we are not allowed to go upstairs.
I'm afraid I can't do it without Finman's permission.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta go around the block here. Let's see what's waiting back there. Kitteh is taking her time. Oh. Barrel of fish. Basket of fish.
Why do they just let it rot in there? Surely people prefer it fresh, right?
Not in Scandinavia.
What do they do with all the stinking fish? Who buys this stuff?
Ooh, I have my standards, thank you.
My stomach turns just at the thought of it. A rotting basket full of putrid fish, or the other way around. Leaving these poor things out to rot must cater to some depraved exotic tastes. Ugh.
Ooh, I have my standards, thank you.
Fish I'm not a fan of. Badly decayed ones, even less so.
I feel that.
A strangely shaped reef. Almost an island, really.
Something secret.
There's really no way around it. It looks like a pair of horns surfacing from below. Makes for a striking sunset scene, I must admit. She's not going anywhere.
Is there anything over here? There's quite a few things here, actually.
A strangely shaped reef. Almost an island, really.
Is it just the same?
There's really nowhere. Makes for...
Yeah.
A rusty, creaking fishing boat that's seen better days. Deep 1. Should have been a sub.
It'll get there. It'll get there.
It looks like it's barely staying afloat, much like most stuff around here. The rats have long abandoned that ship. It's an old drunk sailor chilling in that rope coil.
Oh, and he has the boost that we want.
Man,
It
one
just
day
clicks.
I'll grow a beard just like his.
You think so?
Sick calves, bro. Nah, I don't want to get her involved.
He'll want something Can I?
Nah, no need to claim it's not milk.
Okay.
Hi there, Gramps.
Roger. Get lost, young'un.
My name's Buzz. Nice to meet you.
Get on out of here. Fishmouth ain't no place for you, boy.
Well, at least you Fishmouthians are consistent about that. You should not be drinking that, old-timer.
Who are you to tell old Zadok what to do, sonny? Go, get... You think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, I really don't. I hate to come across as judgmental, but do you really want to spend your twilight years in an alcohol-induced stupor?
It's not a choice, sonny boy. If you'd have seen what these old eyes have seen, I tell you.
Tell me.
Nah, rather drink, boy. Whiskey makes one forget.
Now, if I give you the cookie, will you run and leave the whiskey behind?
Really need that drink, huh?
Aye.
I'm willing to do you a world of good and take that cursed whiskey off of your hands. Have you considered a healthier alternative?
What you babbling about there, boy?
How about coffee?
I never touched the stuff. Never even smelled it.
You've never smelled coffee?
Not in my life, boy. My mama, rest her soul, she tried to get my Peppy to drink it. Left the old hooch. But my Peppy wasn't having any of it. Deceive a little is the devil's drink. Then he dunk another whiskey. Lord rest.
That's a story to remember, Gramps.
What the hell?
So you never tasted or smelled coffee in your life?
Not in my life, son. Couldn't tell it apart from gasoline. It's a question of principle.
How about tea? Nothing like a warm cup of tea to relax you and get you in the mood for a chat.
I can't stand that stuff. I've been a fisherman all my life, boy. It was just water, water, all the time. I ain't putting that watered down concoction in me, no sir.
Kinda got a point there. How about soda?
Soda? Why, that's sugar water, son. Healthy alternative, my salty behind.
Can't argue with that. How about orange juice?
Ain't no orange juice in Fishmouth, sonny boy. You's more likely to squeeze juice out of a calamari. And you don't want to taste that, Trussell Zadok.
I'll take your word for it.
Ugh.
I gotta run.
Ugh.
Run, boy. Never return.
Ugh. That's a thought I did not want to have. But here we are.
What is it about sailing that turns people to alcohol?
Have you ever lived in a very confined area with a lot of people? You know.
How'd he get up on that stool anyway? And why?
I want nothing to do with that.
Lovast ye, landlubber.
Vast to you too, kind sir.
Is that all?
What can ye do with a Fishmouth sailor?
What indeed?
Ahoy, matey. Blow the man down.
This guy's a dedicated spouter of seafaring cliches.
There he is.
15 men on a dead man's chest.
That would explain his death.
Shiver me timbers.
What does that even mean?
Lovast ye, landlubber.
Okay, that's a
Vast to you too, kind sir.
That was worth it though.
Oh, an actual sea captain in the flesh. She even smells like one.
As mildly creepy.
She's really into what she's reading over there. Nah, no need to involve Kitteh. Ahoy! That your ship over there?
She ain't going nowhere anytime soon, lubber.
Frankly, I'm flattered you'd call me that, but I don't think we've met before.
Leave your bilge, rat.
Oh, okay, understood. Bye.
What if I try again?
Ahoy! That your ship over there?
She ain't going nowhere anytime soon, lubber.
Frankly, I'm flattered you'd call me that, but I don't think we've met.
Leave.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just repetition. Time for the wreck.
looks like the oldest ship anchored in Fishmouth Harbor. If only it could tell its tales.
You got a book for that.
Oh man, people actually brave the sea aboard these wooden coffins. Crazy. Man, I'm glad I'm not a sailor. She's not going anywhere. It's fascinating, but not worth diving in the murky waters and later dying from God knows what fascinating.
Okay. So I gotta get coffee for Zadok, which gives me the booze that I need for Finman. Oh, I didn't check the gate. I forgot about the gate.
There's a light coming from somewhere down there, but the gate's positively locked. Maybe we're better off this way. She doesn't come with the lockpick feature.
No, but she could.
I don't really have a reason to, plus it's locked. Nothing to pour it in. Not in the pitcher, though.
Oh shit! We can get a mug from the tourism information.
I can't just swipe one. Better talk to the clerk. About that going away gift.
I take it you've made a wise decision.
I'll have the coffee mug.
An interesting choice there. There you are.
Fishmith, you.
Be seeing ya.
I wish you would reconsider. Good day.
Okay. So now we can pour the coffee in the mug. I'm assuming that Zadok will complain how it smells and tastes, so that is what we need the dolphin milk for.
Mr. Zadok, I brought you something.
What is it, boy?
Coffee.
What? Get the gosh darned abomination out of my face!
Ow!
This gives me an idea. I gotta run.
Run, boy! Never return!
That is even fucking better.
It's old man Zadok's bottle.
You're gonna
He tends to throw him when he's angry.
We're gonna fill it with coffee and put the exotic label on it.
Might as well pick it up. Nah, I'll do it.
Oh no, I gotta get the coffee. Yeah. Yep. Into the bottle. Very exotic liquor.
Mr. Zadok, got you a little something.
What is it?
It's a special kind of liquor. Very exotic import.
Liquor?
Says so on the label. Now, don't expect it to taste like regular hooch. It's very exotic. Supposed to have a real kick to it.
Let me see that. Smells like nothing I ever smelled before. And I can't say it's bad either. Whew, what is this devilry, boy? Kinda got me feeling all fluttery inside.
Special import. Supposed to really get you going.
I'll say. Why, I feel refreshed as ever. It's like this curtain slowly lifting off of me eyes and mind, son. Whew, You done old Zadok a mighty good one. Can you get me more of this stuff?
I'll let you know what it is and where to get it. But I'd like that bottle of whiskey in return if that's alright with you.
Ah, take it. Who needs that stuff? I can safely say this has been a full-fledged epiphany, Buzz.
Well, you see, that's coffee.
Hey, you remember my name. Thanks.
Not a problem, son. Boy, do I feel good. I just might get up and walk around a little later.
Good to hear, Mr. Zadok. Now that you're refreshed, care to tell me a bit about Fishmouth?
What is it you want to know, Buzz?
Whiskey!
Why is everyone so secretive here in Fishmouth?
Where do I begin, my friend? See, you're stuck of a curse that runs through most of Fishmouth's residents' blood. Turn them into fish and toad-like things. And then they dig through the water. But that's not even the worst thing.
You'd think that's the worst thing, wouldn't you?
Oh, there's worse. And I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, hanging around the abandoned factory up Elliott Street.
Okay.
Seen them. Hideous fishmen and octopus-like monsters. Caught a glimpse of them in the moonlight. Heard their awful noises. Horrible. It were horrible.
The curse.
Nah, Buzz. It weren't the curse. These things were not born this way. They was mutants. Abominations. Cobbled together from fish and man and squid.
Ooh.
The butcher. That's who they whisper made those things.
Who's the butcher?
I don't know that, Buzz. But I suppose it's some shady character that's in cahoots with the esoteric order of Dagon. And they're raising hell in a Fishmouth. Raising hell. Literally.
How can I get to this abandoned factory?
You can't now. They've shut off those streets. In preparation for their evil festival.
Ever heard of a man called Bob Olmstein?
Can't say I ever did.
He's supposed to be staying at the Finman.
The Finman, huh? Folks lodging there have a habit of disappearing without a trace. Sneaky fella, that Finman. Slippery as an eel.
What's this esoteric order I keep hearing about?
The esoteric order of Dagon. Fishmouth folks worshiping the Deep Ones. Dagon's their high priest.
Oh.
Supposed to be this huge amphibian thing. That's what the festival's about. Worshipping Dagon in sacrifices they bring to him.
Sacrifices? What kind of sacrifices?
I shudder to think, my boy. But what I can tell you is that they're raising something over in Crackham Bay. And if you ask me, it can only be the half-goofa.
Half-go what?
The half-goofa. Huge, ugly sea monster. And yeah, I reckon that sucker's gotta be big. Since they ain't letting anyone anywhere near Crackham Bay for a year now.
Release the
Completely
Kraken!
cut it off. No way to enter it from anywhere.
I've got a confession to make.
What's that, Buzz?
The whiskey I gave you that you love so much, that's actually coffee.
What? Well, I'll be darned. You sure pulled a fast one on old Zadok, haven't you? Well, good on you, Buzz. But you know what? Good on me, too. Because I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks. I guess I love coffee, and I gotta live with myself now. I just might be hooked on it.
Well, better than whiskey.
You're right, Buzz. And when you're right, you're right. Right?
Right. I'll see you later, Mr. Zadok.
God bless you, boy. Take care.
So now we have the nice guy aura restored. That's it. Well, we have the whiskey and we have the cookie. Let's see if that actually works. For the Finman.
Better talk to him first.
Fine.
Mr. Finman, got you a little something to wash down the cookie with.
Let me smell that. Oh, you did good, stranger. You was mighty kind. Mighty kind, I tell you. Ah, that hit the spot.
And here's your cookie.
You ain't tampered with this here fine piece of pastry now, has ya?
Nope.
Oh, God forbid, no.
Down the hatch. Good. Thanks, stranger. What? What you standing there all expectantly like that for?
Oh, nothing.
What? You expect me to keel over or something? Boy, I got a stomach lined with steel myself.
Yo, Bob.
What the heck?
I don't know what you put in that cookie, but it wasn't working.
I have no idea either. My roommate. Wait a minute. Care to explain what's going on here?
Not until you explain what your business with Mr. Ormstein is.
Okay, I'll come clean. I accidentally got involved in a mess that I can't make heads or tails of. That's why I'm here looking for him.
I see. Well, there are two possible situations. Either your heart is full of darkness and deceit, in which case I suggest you turn around and run. Or your intentions are pure and your heart innocent, in which case we can talk.
My heart is not the issue here. It's my brain. I feel like I'm going crazy. Look, I've been sent here by the voodoo gentleman. I understand Mr. Ormstein might play an important role in this occult situation I stumbled into.
Role? No, he plays no role. But what is yours? What part was assigned to you?
Part? I'm just a librarian, sir. And this detective guy came looking for the Necronomicon.
Kitteh.
Exactly. And then they kidnapped him.
Kidnapped? Who kidnapped him?
Search me. Anyway, I've been walking around with this Necronomicon thing on me.
You have it? The real one?
It's gotta be real. Made my cat start talking.
Sup?
Yes, that explains that.
Well, that's us. What's Ormstein to you?
You speak his name so lightly, let's just say I watch him from a distance. Try and look out for danger, pointless as though that might be.
Pointless? Why?
I just might be a fly buzzing around a lion. Never mind. I don't normally get close to him, but if you do have the real Necronomicon...
Here it is.
An exception will be made.
Nice
we'll
outfit.
Walk up to his room, and we'll see from there.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna meet Bob Ormstein. I'm pretty sure it's not actually
What
human.
else was I expecting? He's gone. Again. It might mean they're coming. We must stay vigilant.
They? Who's they?
Oh, too many possibilities in that regard.
Oh my god, all this for nothing. It just keeps getting worse. You might as well at least tell me your name. Mine is Buzz Kerwin, and this is Kitteh.
You may call me Barnabas. I am a protector of the other, a seeker of truth, and a hunter of evils.
Must look nice on your business card. Okay, first of all, how do you know Dawn?
I was the one who hired him to find the Holy Tome.
Oh.
It should never fall into the hands of madmen.
Why hire Dawn? Is he an occult detective?
No, but he is a damn good seeker. Well, maybe was.
Oh man, don't say that. I'm sure he'll find a way to pull through. Madmen? What madmen?
The Parish of the Starry Knowledge, the Esoteric Order of Dagon, or the Butcher.
The Butcher? Tell me about the Butcher.
This is not the place nor the time for that, but what I will say is this. He must not have the Necronomicon. You must keep it away from him, at all cost.
Okay.
Sounds like someone I'd stay away from regardless.
Do not underestimate his reach, and watch your step here in Fishmouth. Him and the Esoteric Order are likely in cahoots, and they're everywhere.
Okay, so what does he want with the Necronomicon?
To bring this world to its knees.
Okay, that makes sense, sure.
Not again. Not again. Just a second. Sorry.
Starry Parish.
Foul worshippers of a thing called the Haunter, and the shining trapezohedron it dwells in.
Geometry.
He does not like math.
I've heard of the Esoteric Order. What's up with them?
Have you now? So you also know of what they're raising here in Fishmouth?
The Half-Goofa?
The Half-Goofa. Those idiots. Those complete and utter morons. They have no idea what that can bring about.
Well, neither do I, but are you gonna do something about the Half-Goofa?
They've cut off access to Kraken Bay completely. But I'll think of something. I must.
Anyway...
I mean, we can technically ask, Zadok if he can take us around this boat.
About Olmstein. What did you mean by the other? Olmstein? What makes him other? Who is he anyway?
Though you carry the book, you must understand my reluctance toward telling you these things. Still, see here, though he walks among us, he is not like us.
Oh, geez, with the cryptic talk again. If you're protecting Olmstein, how come you didn't knock Finman out earlier? That guy was definitely up to some gruesome stuff. Maybe Olmstein would have still been around.
I was about to take him out. I had reserved all the remaining rooms just to make sure no one would intervene. Then you came along, and I had to be cautious.
Oh.
Maybe I still should be. You do walk around with spiked pastry on your person.
Not spiked enough. But I'm kinda glad to be rid of it. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like carrying the cookie around was more dangerous than carrying the Necronomicon around. Just a bit of a guess.
Can you describe Olmstein for me?
Ha! That would be futile. He might appear different to you than he does to me.
Ooh.
Or you might see him clearly and not be able to remember it an hour later.
The silence.
His nature is hard to grasp for all of us.
But the voodoo gentleman described him as just, you know, some friend of his. Was he trying to deceive me, or...?
There's no time to go into this, but that should not surprise you. Olmstein appears in different ways to different people. It is his nature.
Wonderful. Changing subject.
And I know one person who could exactly tell me which eldritch entity that is supposed to be. Like, oh, it's the Yellow King or whatever. Was it King or was it Gentleman? I don't remember. I don't know that many eldritch entities. And I do not really know who does what.
So, he does this a lot? Disappear at the worst possible moment?
It is in his ever-changing nature, yes. But there is always a little breadcrumb left behind.
Might as well look for it, right?
Yes, I will trust you to do that. I'll keep an eye on the stairs in the meantime. Get to it.
It's what I do.
Let's see.
Completely empty. Either Olmstein travels light or he's just wearing everything right now. Or it's just a ruse and he has no need for things like clothes and...
You're going off the deep end, buddy.
Right. Snapping out of it. She doesn't need it. A particularly unattractive representative of the Fishmouth population. I'd place him anywhere between fearsomely fishy and repulsively reptilian. Just... this town, man. Kitteh couldn't care less.
Domestic area.
Just a mug and a pitcher of coffee. Nothing to shine any kind of light on this Olmstein character. It is just a hotel room, so it's not really telling me anything. Except the fact that Olmstein drinks coffee.
It's something. Feathers?
That big window overlooks the smelly intersection outside. Looks like the only way out, so I guess Olmstein jumped. But we didn't see or hear anything. It's closed from the outside, which makes it even stranger.
Closed from the outside?
This just keeps getting more and more complicated.
Already seen the view. It stinks.
Literally.
Hey, look at that. It's a pretty neat painting of the harbor. Accurate, too.
Has he gone to the island?
Although I don't see old Zadok pictured, so maybe not that accurate. You can almost smell the decayed fish through the canvas.
Ew.
Kitty couldn't care less. Definitely not souvenir material. Crow's feathers strewn all over the place. Is this guy some kind of bird enthusiast?
No.
The word you're looking for is ornithophile.
I thought you couldn't read.
Oh, yeah, sure.
She never said.
This has got to be some kind of symbol, right? One whose significance eludes me, that's for sure. She doesn't care for birds.
Are you sure?
They're interesting, but not pick up and carry around interesting. A conspicuous piece of paper lying on Olmstein's bed. I really hope it's of some significance. It's okay, I can handle it.
Okay. That seems like a kind of badly shaped D4, but no. Wait. You have a zoom function? What? Okay.
That's Barnabas, if he's to be believed. Impressive looking fella.
I mean, what's in a name, right?
No, I should speak to him. I found this drawing. Can you make any sense of it?
Olmstein's sign. Why would he leave it here again?
What is it? What does it mean?
I've seen it before, yes. I know not what it means, but it must have been left here for you.
Me? But how could he know I was coming? And why me again? Why me?
It is the role you play in this, and questioning it is a waste of time.
Role? What role? Finding the book was an accident. It was just bad luck.
That is how the tome works. The roles are defined, but the book is pure chaos.
Help me understand more about Olmstein. I need to find him. I need to change my cat back.
That is your stake in all of this?
Hey, that has a name, buddy. Sort of.
How did you come to know of Bob Olmstein?
That is a story for another time.
Something tells me there won't be another time.
Why is his name Bob Olmstein? I mean, you call him Mother and all that, but his name is so common.
There must be a reason for that. But does it really matter? Not to me.
What's Olmstein's game? Is it good? Is he evil?
These are questions that I cannot outright answer with a yes or no. All I have is my belief and some suppositions, and the former is much more powerful than the latter. If they do exist, maybe the answers are not meant for the likes of us. What we must do is play our roles.
What belief?
I believe I must try and stay by his side, and right now I am failing at that.
What was Olmstein up to here in Fishmouth?
Perhaps checking on some seeds he had planted.
Oh man, I just know you're speaking figuratively and it's just that cryptic stuff again that drives me mad. No offense, but why can't you just talk like normal people?
I'm not normal people.
Of course you're not. But is there anything helpful you can tell me about Olmstein?
I can tell you some things, I guess. He might seem ever-changing, yes, but balance and rules, these too are in his nature. Self-imposed balance and rules.
I'm sure you can be more specific than that. What rules?
Do you ever watch the moon buzz koan?
Yeah, occasionally.
There is something about it, its phases. They seem to correlate to important events and to how he affects this world. But in which way exactly? You'll need to find out on
He's
your
the man in the moon?
The Necronomicon. You seem to know more about it than I do. What is it?
Many things. We might call it holy, and we might be mistaken. Holy as in not of this world.
Debatable, but do go on.
It changes things.
Sherlock Holmes over here.
It chooses roles. It alters the very nature of things. But it does it when it wants, or when the stars are right. And if it makes its way into the wrong hands, it ends existence itself.
Very
Well,
Cthulhu.
that's encouraging. But mine are not the wrong hands, right? Right?
They're not the most competent. That much is clear.
No, they are not, I think.
Why does it keep changing?
The Necronomicon is chaos in written, volatile form.
What do its pages hold? What language is it written in, and what does it all mean?
I've never read it, nor do I want to. All I have to go on are rumors and whispers, but both hold more and more power in this world. As for the meaning of the words, some of them are most probably incantations, or instructions of some kind.
Instructions?
Yes, and stories.
Stories? What stories?
It does not matter now. You must focus on your next move.
I'm just expecting Finman to come in through the door and knock him out while we're talking to him.
Would it be safer in your hands? You do seem to know a lot more about it.
No! No. Maybe I fear it more than you do. But that is not why I refuse it. It is not for me to bear it.
Yeah, I guess I needed to turn Kitty back.
Yes, you need to do that.
No, we are the one to carry it. That's our role in this whole thing. Basically, I'm assuming that by the end, Buzz gets to decide who holds the Necronomicon and what comes from that.
You said the book is pure chaos, but Olmstein is about rules and balance? How does that work?
You make a good point. For a while now, I've been suspecting there must exist a counterpoint to the chaotic tome. If there is such a thing, it should be sought out before it's too late.
Great, but I have no leads, no nothing. Can you help out in any way?
I am considering it. Let me think about it.
What was that?
I think they're coming. The stairs. Damn it! Quick, out the window.
Are you serious? It's really up high.
Have faith. You can make it. I'll hold them back.
But I don't know what to do or where to go or...
There's no time. Go! Go!
But it was closed from the outside.
Find peace. Find peace.
Peace. She's just done!
Hey there, Buzz. Fancy running into you.
Mr. Kitteh!
Please, call me Don. Welcoming town fisherman, ain't it?
Yeah, lovely. Boy, am I glad to see you. You okay, Don?
Well, I have no shoes and I don't know how to running, but aside from that, I'm all right. You headed my way. Got a thing or two to catch up on.
Let's talk about it in Darkham. Taxi!
Kitteh bouncing up front is amazing.
All right, we should be safe in here. I hope. Better keep the lights down.
You don't happen to have any cat food lying around, do you?
Huh. I keep forgetting it can speak.
It? Rude.
Look, I let you two rest all the drive here from Fishmouth, but now it's time for us to buck up, get our coconuts situated, and work out where we're at.
Right. So, what happened to you?
I cracked lid in the underbunk of some lunatic cult. These guys were also after the Necronomicon, but apparently you gave them the slip. Not the sharpest crayons in the box.
The Starry Knowledge Cult.
Yeah, how'd you know? Anyway, they kneel and keel to some kind of rock what came from the stars. Supposed to croak ya or give you some kind of vision beyond time if you lay your mitts on it.
So, did you?
Now I glow in the dark. The Haunter's Mark, they call it. Ain't something I'd believe if I read it in the pulps, but now it's on me, I can't deny it. Things have definitely gone 15 shades of bizarro. And there's a talking cat.
Again, I'm right here. Rude.
Whoa. Did you try using your power.
I didn't get the chance. I snuck out and crept around those smelly streets until I saw you legging it. That's about it. What you got?
Well, I read from the book and now Kitty talks. Well, there's that. Then I visited a voodoo dude who told me to look for this Bob Olmstein guy in Fishmouth. Long story short, Olmstein had already left, but I did meet your employer. Fella by the name of Barnabas. Pretty big guy, white dreadlocks and beard, maybe in his 50s.
Huh. I'll have to look him up in my files.
Yeah, well, Barnabas is convinced Olmstein is of almost, divine nature. And there's also another cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon, and they're about to have their creepy festival in Fishmouth soon. Oh, and there's a guy called the Butcher. Oh, just saying it all out loud makes my head spin.
I know about those esoteric weirdos. Not the first time they completely shut off Fishmouth to do God knows what. Butcher. Those story kooks mentioned him.
All Barnabas told me was to keep the Necronomicon away from the Butcher at all cost. And you know what's weird? Barnabas hired you to find the book, but he wouldn't take it when I offered it.
Strange. Well, he did pay up front, so, he's alright as far as I'm concerned. So, what do we do now?
You, wanna help?
Kid, strange and mysterious are why I work this beat. Now that I've lost my shoes and my hand is all magic-like, this old bloodhound ain't going back to the kennel until he's got some answers.
Boy, am I glad to hear that. Alright, well, there's two things. One, apparently there must be some item that counterbalances the Necronomicon's chaos, so we should probably look for that. And two, Barnabas told me to find peace. I kinda wanna research that online. You do have internet, right?
Yeah, there should be some in that laptop thing.
Oh, brother.
You look into that. I wanna see what this Haunter's Mark is all about.
Oh, are we playing as Don now? Yeah. There are some of their internet in the laptop, I think.
That's Cornelia. I should give her a sprinkle. She's a good office companion. Doesn't judge, only requires water. I care about her. She's just a plant, damn it. But I care about her.
Did you hear that, Joey? This guy's talking to his plant. He named it and everything.
Man's probably lonely, Vince. Leave it at that.
Maybe I'm a little lonely. Oh well.
Huh.
Whoa, you sounded eerie. And you were talking in a couple of different voices.
Never been much of a thespian, so I guess the Haunter's Mark does work.
I think you were channeling the movers. How long ago was that?
I don't know. Years. I had a feeling I shouldn't tip the short, annoying one.
Well, you can now legit read the past.
Future would have probably been more helpful, but I'm not complaining.
Interesting.
All right, give me a minute to look up this Barnabas fella. That there's Kitteh. For a talking animal, she's pretty uncommunicative. She doesn't like me. Can't say the feeling's mutual. She's mean and tight-lipped. I can appreciate that. I don't think the Haunter's Mark works on her.
Aw, that's a shame.
The #1 cause of horizontally intermittent tan. Occupational hazard. Well, you know, clients sort of expect them.
Hey, Joey, check it out. Venetian blinds. Guy thinks he's Sam Spade or something. Let's just get that desk up here, Vince.
I adore that as a mechanic.
Those belong to the guy what rented here before me. Never cared enough to take him down. Psychic Evaluator Diploma of Excellence. Hey, they're conversation pieces.
Can you believe this guy, Joey, didn't even bother taking those old diplomas down? That says something about a man, Vince. Don't ask me what, though.
Okay.
Just my desk. Nothing special.
Oh, does it only work on things and not on living beings, maybe?
It's functional. Does its job.
Ugh, man, this thing must weigh a ton. This guy better tip well. Wouldn't count on it, Vince. He ain't for money, I can tell you that.
The Haunter's Mark doesn't work on him.
Yeah, doesn't work on the 2 living things in the room.
It's Buzz. I guess we're sort of partners now. Never really needed a partner, but I can use the company.
I just don't want to be alone anymore.
He's nothing like me. Maybe it's for the best. That's my laptop. I barely ever use the thing.
Didn't notice.
It's being put to good use.
You think this guy goes incognito? You think his browsing history is open up? You wanna look at it? Wanna take a peek? The way that guy looks and dresses, I doubt he even knows how to turn the stupid thing on.
Ouch.
That's my safe. Right now, it's guarding a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, that's a good place to put an Economicon.
It'll come in handy. Someday.
Ugh! Drag this all the way up here and I bet it's empty, Joey. I bet it. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Vince.
Man, those were some judgmental movers.
Very judgmental.
A big, bad, weird world awaits out there. No one seems to be peeking in. Good.
Is this the place, Joey?
Sure is.
How are we gonna get this desk up the stairs? Couldn't you got a lighter one?
Shut up and do your job, Vince.
Yeah, Vince.
That's my file cabinet. Call me old-fashioned. Go ahead. My life's work, mostly consisting of hoodlums, thugs, and weirdos.
Who even still uses file cabinets, Joey? Just don't drop it on my toes again, Vince.
Let's see here.
Well, Barnabas. Dave, the guilty man, age 33, occupation professional disco dancer. Known crimes, petty theft, drunken disorderly conduct, public lewdness. Known affiliations, retro zappers, grammar Nazis, dance revolutionaries. Known relative, Princess Diana, Muhammad Ali, and Jude Law. Who else are those supposed to be? Notorious saunter of all disco and roller skating places. Man got the guilty moniker by constantly shining the sequins that adorn his outfits into the eyes of the police and the general unsuspecting public. One twist and twirl on his pink turquoise roller skates in your presence, and your wallet, reputation, and decency are all simultaneously gone. Attempts to capture him have failed so far, since his modus operandi is to hypnotize law enforcement to such an extent that they usually conga line out of wherever it was they were trying to trap the man, shaking their derrieres, unable to resist the beats and the fever. Especially if it's a Saturday night, a funky force to be reckoned with. That seems a bit like the Mask reference, but you know, instead is probably pointing at the sky and shaking his hips. Oh. Christopher Michael Valiant. That was the... yeah, these are backers. Because we do have the Christopher Valiant Street. Age 42, occupation, the pun was his job. Former ambassador to Punjab. Oh god. Known crimes, excessive pun addiction and usage. Known affiliations, formerly a head of diplomatic relations, now just a head. Known relatives, father Roy Allen Valiant Sr. Christopher Michael Valiant was the chief diplomatic representative that had a severe addiction upon wordplay. He quickly got ahead in life and made ambassador, but his addiction compelled him to beat everyone over the head with awful puns constantly. Sadly, this ultimately caused him to lose his head, which in retrospect was a no-brainer. Upon news of his demise all around the world, people who knew him raised a drink in his honor, unanimously exclaiming, "Skull." His decapitated body was found in a Duckham Street, and with very little evidence found, police couldn't make heads or tails of the case. The only relevant item retrieved was his beloved cap, right next to his decapitated corpse. Mr. Valiant's head is suspected to be kept refrigerated in an unknown location. That is, if the perpetrator kept a cool head. Police all across the Miskatonic area have been given a heads up about this strange event. Since Mr. Valiant comes from a family of means, little price on his head has been announced with no success as of yet. It has recently been decided that the street in Darkham that his body was found in be named after him, bringing things to a head. Cohen's status deceased, lot is had over excessive punning. That is a lot of fucking puns in very short amounts of text. Chris called the Aphrodon. Will be born 5382 AD, 1212 years old due to time travel, pacts with the others, drinks from the fountain of youth and roleplay. Occupation, time traveling council's leader for the others, criminal mastermind, game master. Known crimes, theft, arson, robbery, armed robbery, unauthorized time travel, illegal sacrifices of non-virgins, attempted summoning of elder beings, attempted destruction of reality, twice, illegal game mastering, dancing on Good Friday, dunking of platypus in chocolate, non-Euclidean mathematics. What a monster. Known affiliations, the others, elder gods, rural roleplay convention. Brock. As per his own account, born on Christmas Eve 5382 in Western Germany during the Trans-Cthulhuan Wars, Chris grew up in the resistance but eventually became fed up with both sides when the last factory producing his favorite chocolate was blown to bits in admittedly very sweet pieces. He made a pact with the others to end the war and be supreme ruler of the New World Order. While his efforts were thwarted numerous times, he managed to find some old plans from an ancient Skynet and build a time-traveling device, making him the most prominent and widely known criminal in all history. Brian and Mimi. Age? Who knows? Occupation? Shapeshifter. Known crimes? Brian gets into trouble, Mimi fixes trouble. Known affiliations? Shapeshifters of the USA. Known relatives? Goblin the cat. Brian discovered his talent as a shapeshifter at age 7, when he first got into trouble by jaywalking across a busy street. After being stopped by the beat cop, he talked back and, as a result, got his first traffic ticket for the illegal street crossing. That encounter with the police made Brian so nervous that while the traffic ticket was being written, Brian simply shapeshifted for the first time into Mimi. Shapeshifting isn't very well known in the USA. The beat cop was understandably confused. What happened to Brian? The cop said to Mimi. And Mimi replied, "Who's Brian?" The copy had no choice. The copy had no choice but to let Mimi go? I think it was supposed to be the cop. And from then on, Brian uses his newly discovered talent to evade any trouble Brian might cause by simply shapeshifting into Mimi. Now, with years of practice, Brian can shapeshift into Mimi and Mimi into Brian on demand at any time, and any unsuspecting person will not know what happened to the other. There's a lot of text, and I think I may have missed some more on the others, maybe? Eventually, the local police learned of Brian Mimi's, I guess, amazing shapeshifting ability. That's when Brian was forced to move so that the charade could continue. The photo attached to this case file is very rare, taken exactly at the moment the shapeshifting is taking place. There's only one person here really, but exactly in the middle of the shapeshifting, any photo taken will look as if there are two people. Brian Mimi is trying very hard to lengthen the amount of time that they really look like two people. Doing this may result in Brian Mimi being able to be in two places at the same time. Imagine the possibilities, not to mention the fun. Gunstad is very confused about whether eyeglasses are really necessary today. There was more here. Got caught in the middle of his second attempt to destroy reality because he forgot to close the kitchen door. Happens to the best supervillains. Gunstad is jailed at the end of time. Game master and role-playing group with Elvis, Josh Whedon, Captain Braxton Cleopatra, and his cat. Now that checks out. Baron Michael von Osborne? Age estimated mid-30s, occupation former art dealer. Known crimes, art theft, assault with a hockey stick, impersonating a baron, spontaneous combustion. Known affiliations, the Red River Rats, the Froster Fiends, the Diminished Returns Gang. Known relatives, 2 children, redacted, estranged ex-wife, estranged parents, estranged mother. Description of life. Being born in a land of ice and snow evidently put his soul on ice. Heavy competitive streak resulted in expulsion from sports in his younger years due to multiple violent outbursts. Evidently this competitive nature was transferred to business later on, as many competitors report difficult dealing. Displays of an obsessive personality was evident as he would endlessly scrutinize pieces. Unfortunately, this tendency only aided in his ability to create and sell near-perfect counterfeits. While pressure was being applied to attempt to catch the fakes coming from his studio, it was then that rival studios started to more frequently report missing pieces. Knowing of his obsessive personality, a sting operation was devised when one rival volunteered to put on a show of expensive art pieces. Mr. Osborn was caught in the act of multiple counts of theft when he noticed that every painting in the exhibit was hung crookedly and he stopped to straighten them. Who instead is permanent resident in North Westlands Asylum. Barnabas! And now we know who Peace is. Barnabas Busara, age unknown, occupation unclear, once overheard calling himself a hunter of evils. Known crimes unclear, suspicion of vigilantism. Known affiliations. Hostes Tenebrae. Or Tenebris. I do not know if it's very arisen is. Well, known relatives, one daughter, Peace. Little is known about the Hostes Tenebris and its supposed leader, Barnabas Busara, with very few suspected members, and none but two semi-officially confirmed, Busara himself and his daughter, Peace. It is widely suspected that they are in permanent conflict with several cults and have possibly sprung up as a response to said cult's activity. Busara, the supposed leader, has not been directly tied to any kind of criminal activity, but somehow his name tends to be in some way or other linked to the most prominent occult-related events in the criminal underworld, if more in a hindering or surveilling than a participatory fashion. Hostes Tenebris seems to take the secret part of secret society very seriously, so that other than the supposed name of their two foremost members, nothing is really known about them. Current status unknown. Very unknown. Ugh, I do need that water. It's a lot of reading. And I was originally excited about this being basically fully voice acted. So I don't have to read. Constantly. Oh, sorry, that's something in my eye. Why do I have something in my... God damn it. And I'm not sure I'm getting it out. Wait. Barbu the Mad Painter Hassan. Age 35. Occupation Demented Visual Artist. Known crimes. Alleged summoning of beasts from other dimensions where depicting them on canvas. Non-affiliations? None. Known relatives. An extended family that has since shunned and disowned him. Barbu the Mad Painter Hassan is a Darkham-born artist that is notorious throughout occult circles, for allegedly using his photorealistic painting skills to magically depict and thus summon horrid beasts from alternate dimensions and then proceed to gather forbidden knowledge from them to the point of near madness. Checks out. Harnessing an ancient knowledge of esoteric painting he came across via forbidden tomes, furiously studied in the dark halls of the Miskatonic Library all throughout his teens, the Mad Painter is said to be hopelessly hooked on the eldritch knowledge that the beings he summons provide him with. He's rumored to have not left the undisclosed location he's been painting in for years, adrift in a mirage of esoteric knowledge and crazy paint spatter. Several search parties have tried to locate him based on the otherworldly sounds that the summoned creatures are said to produce and invoked, but to no avail. Quinn status, supposedly secluded in unknown location, summoning extra-dimensional beings through occult artistic techniques. Baptiste Black, aka Blackbeard, aka Nicolas Noir, aka Franz Schwarzer. Age claims to be 200 plus, about 40 is more likely. Occupation, Warlock of the Wicked, Mystic Consultant, Con Artist. Known crimes, con dozens of aristocrats all over Europe. Known affiliations, Jack of Spades, Night Fox, the Druids of the Dread. Known relatives, none. Baptiste Black claims to be an immortal entity from the realm of the dead. He presents himself as a mystic consultant who unites wealthy people with their dead loved ones and performs supernatural, quite bloody rituals for large sums of money. He never hesitates to use magic tricks and hypnosis to convict his victims he really is more than human. Has been known to seduce the wives of people in his social circle for sport. Rumor has it he spent some years as occultist Nicholas Noir in London, but had to flee after 4 prominent members of his mystic circle decided they've had enough of his earthly existence. Most likely started his career as low-level street thug Franz Schwarzer in Germany. Current status, apparently survived 3 bullets from a Russian contract killer. Last seen boarding a ship to India. Bani Kias Ibrahim, age 33, occupation, inventor, smuggler. Non-crime, smuggling of supernatural artifacts, illegal sale of tools and weaponry, possession of controlled supernatural materials, illegal use and manufacture of supernatural artifacts, absolutely horrible sense of fashion. So that does fall under crimes then. Okay. Known affiliations, freelance, known to show a preference with working for the Atomos Alliance. Known relatives, difficult to answer due to multiple incidents with parallel universe-altering artifacts. Give me just a second. I think I need to close my window. Getting a bit cold, wind's picking up a bit. Which means it's either getting a bit stormy and or just raining. We'll see. It's been nice weather this week. Bani Ibrahim, or Kaz as he tended to be called, was a not-so-successful small-time inventor within the US, who used to operate somewhat lawfully for several years. At an unknown age, at an unknown time during... At an unknown time during this, he started to acquire shipments of restricted supernatural artifacts, which he began to use in his craft. I think I need to take a quick break. I have been reading so many of these in such quick succession. I'm gonna go take a big break. And I hear the rain. Nice. Gonna take a few minutes and see about getting my throat sorted out. Because that usually cuts streams short. So I'll see you folks in a couple of minutes, hopefully. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I decided to have a tiny bit of chocolate ice cream. Grabbed a bottle of water from the fridge. And I hope that does it. It feels a bit better, if nothing else. I just have to, you know, drink a bit more. Or, you know, stop reading and maybe we get back to it at some point. I don't have to read all of it, but I'm very interested in it. Now, where were we? Records indicate the most likely first started to See, I already can't read anymore. Records indicate he most likely first started to acquire these artifacts when the Atmos Alliance approached him with a quest to experiment with their potential use for espionage, sabotage, cheating at the Oscars, or just plain making really, really fancy boomsticks. This event had likely awakened some sort of fascination within Cass with misusing the occult in the creation of his inventions. Several reports indicate that Cass's experimentation with incorporating these artifacts and rituals into his inventions was an obsession. Actually, scratch that, would be more accurate to say that he ran the border over with a steamroller. Cass appeared to show very little concern for what manner of danger, both of the speakable and unspeakable kind, he may cause in the pursuit of experimenting with his creations, showing reckless abandon for the safety of not only others but also himself. Most worrying, not to mention terrifying, however, was that he had even less concern about who used his abominations with an on-switch, and had made a business out of selling them to anyone brave and was stupid enough to be willing to use them. The list of organizations and individuals who acquire these tools would be far too long to list here, the resulting havoc most of them caused an even longer list, but he appeared to have kept close ties with doing business with the Atmos Alliance in particular. One's status, whereabouts are currently unknown, mainly due to the fact that the entire area in a 1 mile radius from where he was last sighted appears to have vanished. It is speculated that years of poking at unmentionable phantasmal horrors with a screwdriver and 9-volt battery have finally caught up with him. Current assumption are that he is trapped somewhere in a dimension whose name is likely composed of several dozen syllables that cannot be pronounced by any sane human tongue. Sounds just mildly like the Doctor, but you know. Oh, the last one. Powering through. Alexandru Palade? Palade? I feel like Palad sounds right. Age way too young to leave us so early. Occupation Shark Whisperer, owner of Sharkitecture, baiting business. Known crimes, alleged feeding of competition to pet sharks. Known affiliations, Sharkanum, the Brotherhood of the Dorsal Fins. Known relatives, a whole other sharks apparently. Alexandru Joseph Palade. Joseph was a shark enthusiast and owner of a local baiting business in Darkham, Miskatonic. Having grown up in a remote seaside village where sharks were his only friends, he developed an unnatural affection for the merciless fish, and an equally intense hatred for the natural enemies and eternal rivals, the bears. Wait, are we talking about sports teams now? His tragic demise came from a bears versus sharks argument with his business partner Rudy, whom Alex had been trying to find a reason to fire from Sharkitecture for years. That fight led to Alex diving headfirst into a pool of hangry sharks, while wrapped in slices of raw meat and bacon to prove a point about the vicious fish's loyalty as compared to that of bears. Point remains unproven. Funeral arrangements were no longer necessary as Alex returned to his beloved waters, this time inside of his pets rather than alongside them. Current status, sleeps with the fishes. Well, that was amazing. Like Andrei Arnett, Blanka Blakovic, Chris Dennett, Christian Gierich, Claudius Saya, Christian Tain, Dan Dimitrescu, Dominic Heidenberger. Okay. But that was only the... Yeah, that was only the first Fucking... Oh, I am very tempted. I am very tempted because they really put effort into the writing here. It's impressive, but I cannot read all of this. At least not in one go. Mika the Kraken is a Kraken. Michael Shaw? Why does that name sound familiar? Can't place it right now. Stephen Teague? Spooner? Wow. That's not an author. No, I'm not gonna read. Well, that's not gonna happen tonight.
Hey, Bazinski, I think I got something on that fine peace thing. I don't believe Barnabas was trying to guide you to a life of mindfulness and meditation. He's got a daughter called Peace. Peace Busara.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
Just a second. Putting away the gummies, because holy shit, that stuff smells. And like, it doesn't smell bad, but it's very noticeable. Yeah, that's like 5 times more intensive than gummy bears, at least. And also really, way better smell.
Can you know, look her up?
On it. I think I got it. I found Peace Busara's blog.
Oh, her blog. Right. What is that?
Oh, well, the latest entry's pretty cryptic. It just says land beyond the forest and a bunch of numbers.
That's probably coordinates.
Okay, these must be spatial coordinates. Tracking them down now.
Man, this is just like in the movies.
And I was right. She's in Forumaris, Transylvania, Romania.
Ooh.
Well, well. Hey, here's an idea.
What's it decided?
Feel like visiting your ancestral home, Kerwin?
Are you kidding me? More than anything. But I'm hopelessly broke and...
Don't worry about it. Barnabas paid well, and I want to see this thing through.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kitteh is just on point in general.
Found anything worth examining on your trip to Fishmouth?
Actually, yes. Barnabas called it Olmstein's sign. He apparently left it on purpose so that I could find it. Here it is. No idea what it means.
Are we sharing clues now?
It's that mysterious sign Buzz found back in Fishmouth.
And now it's interesting because we have the Haunter's Mark for
I
this.
should really use my newly acquired power on it.
That was the plan.
Flamel's abode.
Flamel's abode. Did I hear that right?
I think so. Does it ring a bell?
There's one famous Flamel I know of, and he's, well, was an alchemist. Looking it up.
Pretty useful thingamabob, that laptop.
51 Rue de Montmorency, Paris, France. 14th century alchemist Nicolas Flamel's ancient home.
Alchemist, huh? Could tie into the whole balancing chaos thing.
Maybe.
Alright, looks like that's my destination.
European road trip. So, when do we leave?
Soon. I still want to go through some files before.
Alright, let me know and I'll book the flights.
That is a lie. I want to pick up the sign.
I don't need to pick it up.
Damn it. And I want to talk to Kitteh.
Hey, Kitteh,
Is it important?
No.
Let me know when it is.
Okay, Kitteh.
Oh, this Kitteh. I guess we're just gonna leave after all.
It's off to Europe, buddy.
Radical.
Yeah, radical.
I could have made an extra save here just for the... Oh well. Guess you gotta play the game yourself to read the rest. I'm kinda hoping there's a chapter select at the end. Chapter 4, Paris.
And this was it. Paris. I stepped out of the downpour into Flamel's hutch just in time. What followed was some kind of meteorological insanity. Hurricane Herbert baffled weathermen and struck anywhere in the world without warning. That was far from my biggest concern, though. You see, during the long cab ride from the airport, I'd taken some liberties with my walk dogs, what with the kind of march a gumshoe puts them through. Bumbled up and explaining to the obnoxious cabbie in my very approximate French that, no, I didn't want a detour to gawk the big old oil rig they planted downtown. Fate sucker punched me right in the gut. I, left my shoes in the cab. There's a fishing hook just lying on the floor. I wonder how it got here.
We will pick it up, but...
Do people fish in Paris? I guess I'm an uncultured oaf. I'm not getting anything.
In that case...
That's gotta be my destination, but I don't exactly know where I'm going. I need someone to show me upstairs. Don't know where I'm headed exactly.
This way, this way. So good to have you again.
It's an old portrait of, I guess, that Flamel fella.
Looks a bit like a... Cyclops hippo. Or a bear.
He's looking kinda surprised for some reason. I guess people were all scraggly back then.
Yeah, people just used to look like that. Has nothing to do with art skills.
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Olmsted?
Olmsted, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
Yeah, so it's always
Looks like a flyer about Nicholas Flamel. Nicholas Flamel, 1330 to 1418, was a French scrivener and a manuscript seller. He's supposed to have learned important alchemical secrets at some point during his life, feverishly pursuing esotericism from then on. Flamel is recorded as having resided in this building in what was then an attic. That's it. It's bored me to tears. Can't even see letters anymore.
Hold the fuck on. Lived 88 years in the 14th century? Really? Nothing.
I'm not getting anything. This might prove useful at some point.
It just might. Ancient inscription.
I'm sorry, I can't read Ancientish. It's probably Latin. That's as good a guess as any.
Hic habitat Flamilus.
That did not help.
I guess that's like the House of Flamel.
Must be the missus. She's got a fierceness to her. If there's pants to be worn around here, I bet she's the one wearing them.
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner.
Allez! A reddish corridor of old portraits and domestic odors. Judging by the smells and sounds, that way lies the kitchen.
Kitchen!
I could use some warm soup right now.
We'll get to that in a minute. Nothing there either.
Get nothing here.
I'm assuming we're gonna use the ledger to figure out how to get into the penthouse.
Hello, darkness, my old
penthouse.
friend. I've come to lurk in you again. That's all I can remember.
Nothing in the darkness.
Nothing that way. Been a while since I've seen one of these. The world has changed indeed.
It sure
Been
has.
a while since I.
Yep.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
That's a lot of book right there. Not everything's gone digital, I guess. I find that strangely comforting.
There are certain things that are better not digital. Nothing in there. Okay.
Oh, wow. Getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable. That's the concierge's prerogative.
Okay.
Shiny summoning thingy. And I mean shiny. Look at that thing. I could ring this all day long.
Can we be annoying about it?
I gotta get me one of these. For no good reason whatsoever. No resonance.
It would have been very funny if he had just made ringing noises. Why did his face just go dark?
Good evening.
Good evening, monsieur. My name is Serge, and I'm the concierge here. How may I help you?
It's quite the weather we're having out there.
Oh, yes. A freakster. They call it the Herbert, taking the entire world by storm.
Huh, yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a weird glitch here with the face.
Paris is still beautiful in the storm, though.
I wholeheartedly agree, monsieur. She's the prettiest no matter the weather.
I believe I have the right address. Rue de Montmorency, 51. I'm interested in an apartment.
Everything is rented out, monsieur. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Well, yes, everything.
You seem to hesitate there. Is there maybe one you're holding on to for somebody?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
I'm a flooring inspector. Came here to look into a certain apartment. Floor issues, you understand. Structural integrity.
Monsieur, permittre license?
Those are obsolete. Everything's digital nowadays.
A flimsy excuse if I've ever heard one.
My interests are scientific in nature. I understand there's some historical significance to this building.
You are correct. Sir Nicolas Flamel, the famed alchemist, lived here for a while. On the top floor.
May I see that apartment?
I'm afraid not, sir. As you well guessed, it is being held onto.
Held on to, huh?
Who
Any
for?
chance it's a mysterious person interested in stabilizing volatile elements and such?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
Well, that's why we needed the Olmsted thing.
Does the name Olmsted ring a bell, Mr. Serge?
I do not know who you are or what are you seeking, but this conversation ends now. I have some soup on the stove and I must tend to it. Au revoir.
That is a yes. Yep, still nothing from it.
Oh, wow. Getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable.
Can I go upstairs?
I can't just blindly walk up there. Need someone to show me upstairs.
When you follow the stairs all the way up, that's kind of all there is to it.
That would result in something positively useless. It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, though, is a first-class ticket to Knapsville. population Z's.
Oh, do we need to...
Nah, I can just use the bell.
I might have to give him the flyer, I don't know. Can we use the phone?
I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
No. So I just have to find a different dialogue option here, I guess. Unless doing this multiple times also gives different...
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Olmsted, huh?
Let's try again.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Monsieur Serge.
Makes no difference. I cannot show you the apartment, and that is final.
I find your reticence suspicious.
My reticence is born of loyalty and respect.
Loyalty to whom, Mr. Olmsted?
Oh, your inquisitiveness grows tiresome. I have things to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, please let yourself out.
Every time I mention Olmsted, he walks out.
It's not a bookmark.
Nothing to do but try again, because we did get different dialogue.
Ah, it's you again. Look, monsieur, I have a wife on the stove and a soup in the other way around. My point is, I'm a busy man.
I just wanted to come clean. It's Olmsted who sent me. I was just testing you before.
Oh, really? I never saw him with anyone else before, let alone sending someone. Allow me to remain suspicious as to your truthfulness.
Smart.
The fact that you know his name does not mean you represent him or are even his friend.
You have the right to your opinion.
And the right to ignore your apartment visiting insistences.
I'm here for the thing Mr. Olmsted left behind. I'm sure I can find a way to convince you that I'm his representative.
Fine, I'll play along. Let me think. Something that only he and I would know. Aha! All right. Could you perhaps tell me, Mr.
Kitteh.
Mr. Kitteh, do you know what his nickname for me was? That only he and I knew? And if you tell me that, I'm fully convinced he really did send you and hand you the key to Flamel's room.
Flamel's what?
Room!
Rome?
Room! Oh, you are insufferable!
Stretch?
No.
Sergio Leone?
Not even close.
Gramps?
Not by a long shot.
I don't recall right now. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Why am I not surprised? Anything else, monsieur?
Not for now, I guess.
Adieu.
So we gotta find that first. Can I maybe get different info now?
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your penthouse quarters are...
Olmsted, huh?
Can I...
I'm not hauling that around.
Had to try.
This way, this way. It's so good to have you again.
They didn't do anything.
Hic habitat Flamilus.
That did not help.
It did not, no.
No thanks. She's taken, and I got Cornelia.
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner. Allez!
Oh, wow. It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, though, is a first-class ticket to Knapsville. Population Z's.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
Nothing that way.
So it hasn't actually changed anything?
No hooking required. Not a smart place to put a hook in. Nah, I can just use the bell.
And we maybe...
Nah, it's hooked into the wall already.
Yeah, nothing from there.
Get nothing here.
And I'm assuming... Yeah.
That's the concierge's prerogative.
What is it that I'm missing then? I mean, there's nothing else here. There's nothing to the side.
It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Same guy. I'm not going anywhere near Serge's old lady. I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
Is it Mr. Watson?
Nah, that's not the right direction.
I think it might just be Mr. Watson. I don't freaking know.
Oh no, do you not have anything better to do with your time than torture me, Mr. Kitteh?
Not really.
May I inquire about a book you have here?
You may. It is our Flamel Memorial Guest Book. I have been keeping it for more than 30 years now.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you write your impressions in after visiting?
You should be a detective.
How can I give my impression on Flamel if you won't let me visit his rooms?
I don't know. Does this lobby elicit any historical enthusiasm in you?
Alright, I'd like to jot down my impressions of the place.
I'm afraid I can't let you personally do that, but I will be happy to write down whatever it is you wish.
Alright. By the way, what a beautiful quill you've got there.
Actually, it's a fountain pen, made to look like a quill.
Oh.
Is the feather real?
Quite a real Corvus Corax feather, yes. A fine present from someone very close to my heart.
I figured...
What shall I write?
Because we did find the feathers in Olmstein's room.
I, Donald R. Kitteh.
Yes?
Knowing full well that this will go into recorded history.
Yes.
Cannot help but affirm.
Yes.
That in a state of solemn fascination.
Bon Dieu, is there more?
Oh, I've only just begun. I am a visitor to these strange francophone lands.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah. We just have to make him write a lot. So he needs to get new ink for the pen so we can use our powers on it so we know the nickname.
So I staggered through the rain-slick streets of the metropolis.
in the name of all that is sacred, is there more?
Oh, yes.
For, in these precipitous times, my efforts to abscond the true nature of my incursions into the obscure and forbidden.
Monsieur, you'll have to excuse me. I will be right back. Je viens, je viens.
There it is.
This is for you, Papillon.
Oh, Monsieur Olmsted, it's beautiful. You are too kind.
Monsieur Serge seems to have forgotten his beloved pen there. Pretty thing, I must admit. As Mac Viper says, never touch another man's pen.
Sure. Let's get him back here.
I might have known it was you. What is it now?
I remembered what Olmsted used to call you. It was Papillon.
A con but boy in the face of evidence. You truly must be an envoy of my dear friend. I will give you the key to the apartment. Please reassure Monsieur Olmsted of my everlasting devotion and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be sure to do that. Thanks. What is it that endeared you so to Olmsted, Mr. Serge?
Is, strange. I find it hard to put my finger on it. I just feel so loyal to him.
Strange.
I suppose it is a bit strange, but I'm an old man.
Yeah, okay. Olmstein sends his regards.
Olmstein?
Huh, I mean Olmsted. Silly me.
Thank you for delivering his message.
How do you remember Olmsted?
Oh, a very, very warm and likable gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what of his appearance?
Appearance? Funny. Now that you mention it, I'm having a hard time recollecting his visage.
Strange.
Yes, maybe. But I'm an old man, and my memory is foggy about a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, that would explain it.
If you say so.
Is Flamel's, thing still up there?
Is thing, Monsieur Kitteh?
Oh, come on, Serge. I work for the man. You know, the stabilizing element he was after.
I truly know nothing of what Monsieur Olmsted was researching up there. I figured he would keep you in the loop, no?
It's complicated. Thanks, Serge. I'll come to bother you if there's anything else.
No bother at all. Anything for Monsieur Olmsted.
Up we go. Okay. Oh, more dust.
Strange little pyramids of grayish blue dust. Probably alchemical in nature. No time to look into it.
Ya Azoftu. Ya Angaku. Ya Zi Nibo.
Okay. Not gonna pick any of this stuff up. Who knows what it is? And does.
Okay, you have some common sense.
A really old, really crooked armoire. It looks, well, ancient.
Nothing.
A big vertical crack in it lets me know it's empty.
Fine.
Of course there had to be a pentagram. Of course. I guess Olmsted tried to follow in Flamel's footsteps.
Know this, Seeker. Books hold untold meaning. Order is capital.
Okay then. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's connected. Paris.
Paris. Yeah, City
Damn
of
it.
Lights. More like lightning now. Looks just as dreary as any other town in a thunderstorm. Wish I could have visited under different circumstances and weather. We'll always have Paris. Rainy, somber Paris.
Okay.
What a cacophony. Too many damned people. I, or the Roman numeral for 1.
Know this, Seeker. Books hold untold meaning. Order is capital.
Yeah, there actually is still books. Okay.
These particular books had somehow survived. They seemed to be in alphabetical order. I was gonna have to make some kind of informed choice here. Choices, actually.
Culture est in teneris admurus in parietibus. Ex oblivion. Related Ulfar. Iconis. Identificatio idolatres. Oh! Cool. Identifying idols. Idolum in ignis imperio Acarosus in lateris metum in nomine orbis? Occidentem reanimator polaris sepulchrum cherubis est senex and vastifici. Okay, hold on. CFI. It does seem to be in alphabetical order. Ow! Primum librum est iconis, primum verbum est catus. Secundum librum identificatio idolatris. Secundum hoc verbum est. So, the book Iconis, then Catus. Second book is the Identificatio Idolatris. Tertium librum est idolum in ignis, tertium verbum est draconi. Was it cat? I don't know what hoc verbum est is. Unless it's like the same or something. Draconi, quatis liber est impedio vacatus in quarta autem verbo in. Quintus est liber et ultima vastificum. Quintus extremum verbum quod est finem. Extremum verbum quod est finem. Final what is at the end? Dicere catus pentagram anguli ad unum. Locutus est ad pentagram duo anguli. Draconi pentagram loci ad tres. Catus first. Locust. We're starting with Iconis. Okay, the first one was Catus. The second is Idolatris Hawk. Oh no, it is Est. I guess then it's Catus Est Draconis. So basically just there is no est. Idolum in ignis Draconi. Oh, it's actually literally first, second, third. It actually goes in that order. Liber est imperio Vacrosus. Did I do not trust my memory, by the way. Imperio Vacrosus, quarter autumn verbo in. Catus est Draconi in Vastificum Quintus. Catus est Draconi in Finum.
Catus. I had chosen the book starting with an I, and the first word in the sentence. I was onto something. Est.
I like the echoing. It's just the right feel.
In. Finum.
Huh. That's unexpected.
Let's see where chaos takes us.
I want to check the rotting books as well, though. Nothing.
They're no use to anybody anymore. Ancient books, rotting away in this forsaken attic. So much for anyone ever reading them.
Does the letter do a thing?
This way, Seeker.
The Olm is beckoning us, I guess. Oh. A bell. Hello. More feathers.
Crow's feathers, scattered all around. What the heck? I'm sure there's some kind of significance here, but it escapes me. Wait, Olmsted gave a crow's feather pen to Serge. What does that mean?
That he's actually a bird?
Everything has to be hermetical, doesn't it?
Corvus, Corvi, Corvinus.
What? Still Paris. Still in the rain. Poetic, but I don't have time for it.
Aww.
There's a lot of junk in here. I'm not going through all of it. Gotta keep my eyes on the prize.
Okay, but
I have to stop getting distracted.
Now, get distracted.
No resonance. I'll be damned. That's gotta be what I'm looking for. The container of constants, as it were. Huh. Sure put up a fight, didn't you, Olmsted? Or Olmstein, or whatever. Come to daddy.
Never say that again.
Flomulus necessarium est.
The fire is necessary? I know it says Flamelus, like it's... You know, the dude was called Flamel, but I feel like there's more to that. And I do not know if that is where the word flame comes from or not.
There's no apparent latch or handle, and it looks firmly locked. I don't really need them. There's no apparent latch or handle, and it looks firmly locked.
Actually, hold on. We can still go downstairs. I'm sure one of the books actually tells us what we need to do. Maybe? No, they all open to the same thing, actually. So that's not it. But also...
There's something capital about these titles. It is reflected in the knowledge within.
And that just does the same thing. Okay. Wait. Oh, hold on. No. Hold on. Is it simple?
Just apply Flamel.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked.
It is simple.
Huh. A solitary page. Looks like it was torn out of a book. Is this it? Really?
Ecce structera.
All right, let's see what this says. Huh. Interesting. I should tell Buzz about this right away. He'd better have a cell phone signal.
Chapter 5, Transylvania. Yay! We're getting Kitteh back. Home sweet ancestral home. And that looks like Vlad the Impaler.
Ugh, not having phone signal or internet sucks so bad.
Rare occurrence like that helps us any. Sure, it took a lot to get from Bucharest to this Forum Maris place. More than crossing the ocean, I might add.
It's this blasted storm that defies the laws of physics popping in and out of nowhere all over the world. Did you hear the driver saying it was messing with the GPS?
His accent.
Wait, where'd that accent come from?
This? Well, what are my ancient stomping grounds doing to me? Kitteh, I think this is the real me.
It never ends. Well, we're here. Charming town, your ancestral home. You will, of course, understand my apprehension and distrust of this place. Me being a black cat and everything.
It isn't still the Middle Ages here, dummy. And as long as you're not excessively loud, people tend to not notice you can speak. Let's find peace.
Right behind you.
Well, what a place.
It's the ticket for the trip from Bucharest to here.
Interesting.
Neat little souvenir.
Sad mask, hello.
A man in what I think is a traditional mask. He looks really distressed as far as I can tell.
Let's assume it's a mask.
Man, that's one cool looking mask. I'd wear that mask everywhere if it was socially acceptable. Masks absolutely own. Best not involve her unless absolutely necessary.
Fair point.
Good evening?
The castle. Must make it to the castle.
Castle?
Must reach castle. Must defend castle.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that, sir. Hi again.
I must reach the castle. I must defend the castle.
Okay, see you later.
City Hall. Let's go on the left here.
It's a cable running from that inn to the reddish gate. Probably internet, I'm thinking. Must be pretty important around these parts, this cable. We're both following this cable, right, Kitteh?
No comment.
One of a series of dark and mysterious doors. I can sort of hear muffled voices from behind it. Should I be eavesdropping on these people, though? Is that ethical in any way on my part? So you have a dark and mysterious door. It's not against the law, is it?
No, do it again.
One of us. Should I be eavesdropping on these people? So you have a dark and mysterious door. It's not against the law, is it? I mean, I don't know anything about Transylvanian law, but I think it's legal, right? I'd better not involve her. I am the one who knocks. Come to think of it, I'd better not.
That just had to be the reference made there, I guess.
Ulvania. Well, it sort of reads the same. Why is the Y missing and not other letters, though? A conspicuous ornate gate with an intense red glow emanating from behind it.
Did you swallow a thesaurus while I was asleep?
Pray remain unobtrusive, feline.
Hi, Zeeps. I mean, I didn't know you were a chemistry teacher.
There's a sculpture of a bird above it. A raven or a crow, I think.
Carvus.
Things are definitely bird-themed.
Oh.
Stop right there, little chicklet. What's your business with the Corvins?
Are you talking to me, ma'am?
Why, yes. Yes, I am, sweetheart. You are trying that door over there, and it's for me to decide who goes or doesn't go through it.
Interesting. You found the gatekeeper.
I just got really curious. Such an interesting door.
Why, yes. Yes, it is. Very interesting. What business have you with the Corvins?
Okay, I lied. I just need to go in to follow that cable there. Trying to restore the internet and GPS to the place, you know, doing some good.
Oh, so you're with the people that come fiddle with the cables every once in a while?
Exactly.
Well, they all know the answer, so tell me this. How many pieces did Corvin's heart break into?
386. Who's the current guy you keep mentioning? Absolutely know what you're on about.
386.
Well, at least you've shown conviction, haven't you? Be on your way now, chicklet.
I'm not really sure I understand what's going on here.
It's fine.
You can't grasp the concept of password-protected entry? Don't they have internet where you came from, chicklet?
It was just really, really slow.
I seem to have forgotten my password. Any suggestions on how to proceed?
There's always the password recovery system, chicklet.
Oh, cool. How do I access that?
Ah, Lord knows where he is right now.
It's a he?
Yes, that's my husband, Ewan. He could be anywhere right now, but he's probably hanging around the inn, like always.
How do I recognize your husband?
Big silly black hat and bigger and sillier white mustache.
Thanks.
Monopoly? She married the Monopoly guy. Damn.
Why can't you be the password recovery system?
Does your wife do everything around the house while you just lie around?
I don't have a wife.
Doesn't surprise me.
Hey.
She has a point.
Actually, never mind.
I guess that means we're gonna go with meet her husband.
It's where the mayor of Fotomaris toils away, serving the citizens.
Or so they say.
Lights on. Must be a lot of work managing this quaint little town. I'll just leave them to it. That description is nigh unreadable, but I'd bet my bottom dollar that's of Vlad.
Yeah. I mean...
Very popular Voivod name. Trends.
Is it? It's possible.
Must have been a mean mother. Got a steak and everything. Cool. A fine example of the local populace.
Okay.
He looks very, determined?
Loco?
Okay, I've made up my mind. I like this dude.
I mean, he does look like you, so...
Hi.
No serus, mă. No, ni-mă la el ce palid. Mă, ești bine, mă, frățioare? Ni-mă la el ce tras la față-i, mă, săracul. Că zici că nu mânca nimic de 3 zile. Tu l-ai, Sylvie. Dar cum ai ajuns aici, mă? Dar de unde-i fi, mă? De-a cu ești? Cu rata ai venit? Nimă și umblă cu mâța aia după el. Pai! Di la el, mă, zici că-s de la țârcuș. Mâță neagră, mă, umblă după el, gândești că-i câine. Bată-te, norocul să te bată.
Have you seen a foreign girl around here lately?
Ce, mă, fete străine aici? Du-te, mă, de aici, mă. Auzi la el, fete-i trăbă. Tu l-ai, Doamne, dar păi tu vii aici de unde o înțărcat dracu copchii să cați fete. Dar păi voi n-aveți femei acolo, mă, Doamne, iartă-mă și nu mă bate. Bă, n-am mai văzut eu nicio muiere, mă. Numai de ale noastre, de aici, de ale locului.
Body language?
Any idea where I could look for her?
Da, păi numai Dumnezeu bunuțul știe. Dar păi eu de unde să știu, mă, copile? Da, păi vezi tu, este un han acolo așa, îi zice hanul vieții, așa îi zice. Și apoi mergi tu frumos acolo pe chișoarele tale, în adidas și tăi frumoși. Și apoi întrebi tu acolo, no, că poate știu oamenii, poate nu știu. Îi vedea tu când ajungi acolo, no, bine? Mergi frumos cu mâța după tine, tu mai mâni la ei, mă, bă, fainis, mă, neam de neamul meu n-o văzut așa ceva.
Thanks. Are you from around here?
Dar cum, mă? Dar de din tată în fiu suntem aici, mă, cu
Bus,
oile,
stop asking, please.
Dar apoi de când mă știu eu, mă? Și apoi de când erau moșii mei, mă, tată meu, Vasilie, moșul Ioan, Buna Varvara, tata lui moșul Solomon și Ghibolu, și apoi moșilor tăți de viacuri. Tăt pe aici, no, păi cum?
I see. Weird weather we're having, huh?
Mă, zici tu bine ce zici, așa vreme, mă, eu de când mă știu așa ceva n-am văzut. Apoi când plouă, când-i soare, deci vine țarușcă mea așa jos. Când se supără sunt ilie și apoi trântește o furtună de să cacă ciorile pe ele, mă, de frică, nu mai știi cum să te îmbraci. Doamne feri, ca așa ceva de când mămuca m-a făcut, eu n-am mai văzut. Ascultă tu la mine.
Alright, bye.
No, bine, dragul tati, te-am țucat, mă, du-te că te-or aștepta. Și apoi dacă nu te așteaptă, no, las că văd că vii. Du-te, că mi-ești drag, mă, cu mâța aia după tine, nimă la ei, mă, fainis, să nu-i de ochi. Du-te, dragă, merg cu Dumnezeu, te-am țucat, serus.
So, I am very curious what he actually says.
It's literal trash.
You'll probably pick it up.
Maybe I will.
Oh, I'm convinced you will.
Okay, I'm picking it up.
Good.
Great.
Like that has to be like the actual local language, and I'm very curious what he actually says. I'm sure that info is available somewhere.
Look, I am picking it up.
That's just swell, buddy.
You better believe it.
I do.
Fine.
Good.
Ow! I thought he picked up something specific. No, he just went in there and took everything he could.
A pretty powerful light bulb illuminating that info thingy.
Which we probably cannot read.
Looks like something this tourist could use. It's a tourist info thing about the statue and town in general. Yep, just as I suspected. It's a Vlad.
Anything else?
The whole numbering thing with lords and rulers speaks volumes of their imagination when it comes to names.
Look who's talking, Buzz.
It's a tourist info thing about the statue. Yep.
Okay.
It's way too hot to touch and I don't see a light switch.
Oh, I guess we have to cause an outage. That's why we have to get to the cable. And even then, the light bulb still needs to cool down, technically, but, you know. Ooh.
It's a particularly badly lit street, probably leading outside of town. Intriguing, yes, but it's sure not inviting.
Oop.
Whoa, an authentic, cool-looking Transylvanian castle. Man, I have to say, as far as background scenery goes, can't beat a castle on a craggy hill. You just can't.
What is that, though? Is that the local prison or something?
What a quaint little horse-drawn carriage. Good to know there's a functioning vehicle around here. That's a good horsey.
That is probably our way to the castle.
It's a cable running from that inn to the reddish gate. Probably internet, I'm thinking.
No, it's still not internet.
Must be pretty important around these parts, this cable.
Exact same dialogue. Okay.
Man, that's a nice, warm, inviting window right there. It's like something out of a fairy tale. All that's missing is heavy snow outside. I'm grateful there isn't any, though.
Yeah, you definitely didn't pack for weather at all.
That's most definitely a sign saying in something. Yeah, my Romanian is really not up to snuff.
So we really have to hope that someone in there speaks English. Which the husband probably does.
What a lovely place.
And there he is.
Stay alert. I can smell the tension in the air.
That's probably just customers waiting for their meals to arrive.
It takes time to dice up the meat enough to hide the stab wounds.
A cable that seems to run outside. Probably internet, I think.
It actually is an internet cable. It goes into the router here.
Okay, there's a thick glove that somehow made its way up there. Can't imagine how that would happen, but there it is. Do I need that glove?
Eventually.
Think I do. I think I want it. As has often been the case, can't reach it.
So shiny.
Yo, Kitteh, I need your climbing skills to get that glove up there. But do it stealthily, okay?
Gotcha.
Don't stand under...
I'm an ninja.
Show off.
That was amazing in its entirety. And the fucking pun. Oh. The pun really drives that whole point home, doesn't it?
I'll bet that guy spends hours in the mirror daily. I mean, look at that beard. It's perfect.
Yeah, the cracking of the knuckles was already funny, but the fucking pun.
Man, I'll never look that tight. Evening.
Yeah, hello. Do I know you? Please go away.
My name's Buzz, and I'm a tourist.
My name is Vasile, and I'm the alpha male.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not bragging. I don't want it to sound confrontational, just putting it out there so it's crystal clear.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Vasile, I can respect that, I think.
Pidgeotto haircut, not wrong.
Nice beard.
Of course it's nice. It's only seen the inside of the best-rated beard salons in the country.
You have beard salons in Transylvania.
Oh, 'cause we're Transylvanians, and we should just let our facial hair grow out like animals, right? Bigot.
Hey, I'm Romanian too.
With that sad excuse of a 5 o'clock shadow?
Ooh.
Please.
Oh, brother.
Rude.
So, what's up?
Look, man. I'm kind of busy trying to get the waitress's attention. Would you mind bothering someone else?
Sheesh, fine.
Wait a minute. Maybe you could help.
Really? How?
Come stand next to me. That way, I'll shine even more by contrast, you know?
Oh my god.
Thanks. I'll pass. Have you seen a girl called Peace around?
Not since I've been sitting here. And you can trust me. If there's anything I would have noticed, it would be a girl. Is she pretty?
Never mind.
Yeah, he's definitely the kind of person that claims themselves to be an alpha male. What a fucking idiot.
So this waitress,
Anna.
Anna. How do you plan on getting her attention?
Other than my stunningly styled hair, impeccably waxed beard, and rock-hard abs? I think that's as far as this plan goes.
That's it? What if your interests are completely opposite, or your characters don't match?
Wait, what do you mean? We both look good.
Are you interested in anything other than her looks?
I don't think I understand your question.
Never mind, dude.
The sad thing is we probably have to talk to him again at some point. And oh god, why?
See you around.
Hopefully not, but what can you do? A radio? Oh, innkeepers.
These guys really love their pictures. Nicely decorated, too. I must admit, they really add to the rustic charm. I kinda like the green one. Hey, it's an old-timey radio. Charming. I guess it comes in handy when all other communications are jammed.
What other communications? Yeah, that's the husband. A fork that we will
It's
take.
a fork with very bent tines. Someone must have taken it to a particularly hard steak.
I don't think there was a steak.
It's sort of pitiful looking.
Which is why we'll take it.
I mean, who knows? It might come in handy.
Yeah, we're gonna use that to wait.
The fork is not hot.
Oh, hold on. Just because I know it right now, so I don't forget. That's fair enough.
Okay, this should stop it from burning my fingertips.
Wait, what do you think you're doing?
What? I need this bulb. My folks are from around these parts.
Oh, sure. Silly me. Why don't you grab the statue while you're at it?
Hey, I'll bring it back, okay? I need this.
For such a goody two-shoes, you sure do borrow things a lot.
Shut up, cat.
Okay, right back into the inn. Vinegar.
Looks like a vial of vinegar. I kinda want it.
Watch out!
What?
What?
You just said watch out.
I did? Oh, I did. What? Oh, watch out! That there is not vinegar.
Oh?
It's not.
What? No, it's a powerful solvent. I mislabeled it. Silly me. Nearly killed myself with it.
Not to mention me. Can I still have it?
What? Yes, take it. Just don't put it in your salad. What?
What? Oh, darn it, now I'm doing it too. Thanks.
Solvent, huh?
That would just make more trash.
Okay, we're gonna talk to him in a minute, but...
I think they're the owners of this fine establishment.
And Anna is probably their daughter.
Nice couple. Seriously. Hi.
Hello, foreigner.
Greetings, stranger.
My name's Kerwin, Buzz Kerwin.
Rodica. And this is my husband, Istvan. Wait, did you say Kerwin?
Yes, I'm actually half Romanian myself.
Tulai, doamne, ești? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes, dear, and I don't like it one bit.
What?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Never mind.
Why does everything have to be so mysterious and complicated? What was that about my name?
Oh, it's just, how do you spell that?
Kerwan.
See? That doesn't sound like a local name. Not at all. Has it been altered in the last few generations?
You know, I really have no idea. Wait, altered from what?
Istvan, let it go. It's the gentleman's business.
But
Shush.
What?
Corvin.
Enjoy your stay in scenic Transylvania, my friend.
Okay, so he is actually descendant of the Corvins. Meaning, we might be related to them. To Aeon and... I don't think she mentioned her name.
I'm looking for a girl.
This is not that kind of inn.
No, a particular girl. Her name is Peace.
Is this some kind of social commentary metaphor you're trying to pull?
Pretty beautiful if it is.
No, I mean it in the most literal way.
Look, we have to be very skeptical to strangers around here. Especially foreigners.
That's fair.
Don't ask, we just do.
It's very fair.
Foreigner, stranger, no one ever seems to be welcoming anymore. I'm starting to think it's me.
Oh, it's not you. We have to...
Istvan, you should stop talking now.
No, by all means, keep talking. You have a what?
A very wise wife, who reminds me when I'm talking out of school.
Oh, Ishti, you smooth operator.
These two are amazing together.
I'm still curious about your unwelcoming attitude. I mean, this is an inn, right?
We have to be skeptical toward foreigners.
Have to? And I'm half Transylvanian.
Half Transylvanian, huh? Okay. Let's say you need to earn our trust. Here then.
Okay.
How would one go about earning your trust then?
Suika!
No, we're not saying Gesundheit. Buzz is not that stupid, is he?
I'm not sure I understand.
You said you're half Transylvanian. Suika is our local drink.
Ah.
60% alcohol.
Oh god.
And you expect me to ingest that?
I can't trust a man unless he drinks with me.
What century is this again?
It's our tradition. So, we drink?
This is not gonna go well, but you know.
Hit me.
Norok!
Why do we get the bottle?
There you go. Now, ask me anything.
I have a... yeah. I kind of figured they were pulling that.
I don't understand. Come back when you're sober,
huh? Meaning we have to use something so that we don't get drunk as fuck.
Talk to you guys later.
Servus.
Which, it's not the solvent. I guess it's time to talk to Leon.
This guy's really enjoying his food. Look at him go. Hi there.
Huh? What?
So...
Yes, what?
Where was I?
How should I know, son? What?
Never mind. My name is Buzz.
I'm happy for you, son. What?
What?
Okay.
Is that the reference I think it was? I think there was the reference I think it was.
I'm here about the password recovery.
What? What's that?
I forgot my username and password.
You what?
I mean, I forgot my password.
Oh, all right. Well, do you have the letter?
Letter? What letter?
The Y. What?
What? No, I'm afraid I don't.
Come back when you have it, Sonny.
Huh.
Got a scoop.
What? All right then.
As
I don't know. This fork with its bent tines just, you know, intrigued me.
can we bend the fork into a Y? Or are we doing something else here? Also, do you have other dialogue still? Or no, it's just the letter and the Y.
Got a scoop.
What? All right then.
Can we do something about the radio?
Welcome back, listeners, throughout Transylvania and indeed the whole of Romania. That was, let me see here. Oh, well, apparently I have no idea who was singing that, but, oh boy, what a stinker. Maybe we're better off not ever knowing, right? Right, well, never mind that. You know that's the exception right here on Garlic Radio, cause we only play the top Transylvanian hits. Wait, no. It's your main man Yanku, and we'll be spending the next hour or so together, so buckle up, everybody! No, seriously. Whether you are in an autonomous or animal traction vehicle, wear the seatbelt. Please? They don't put those potholes in the road for nothing, you know what I'm saying?
The laugh.
I crack myself up sometimes. Anyway, dear listeners, here's the weather update. We have no idea what's happening anymore. Darn it, weather. What is this? Some kind of a joke? What's this hurricane, Herbie, or whatever they call it, doing here? Hurricanes? In my Transylvania?
More likely than you think.
Apparently it's messing with the GPS and internet in certain areas. I'm told Forum Maris is affected by this.
Of course.
Well, Forumaricians, I hope you receiving this. You should at least have a garlic radio in your life.
It's amazing, Mikey.
Sure, I'm right. Alrighty. Where were we?
Are we looping yet?
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Yanko?
Yes, you're on the air, friend.
No, wait. Is it really Yanko?
Yes, it's me. You're on the air.
Really? Oh, whoa. Oh, okay.
You know, this always gets me. You call the radio specifically to talk to me, and then you're surprised when you finally do and you don't believe it's me. So many people doing that. I don't get it. It's like...
This is gonna take a while.
Call the police, and they answered, and I'd be surprised as the police and questioned it.
Jeez, okay, I'm sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. I'm just a little jumpy today.
He plays with his phone.
Crazy times we're living in a bit more intensely today. Must be this weird mood swings the weather's been having. Alright, dear. What's your name and what are you calling about? There's a team. You know there's a...
Hold on. I'm gonna lower the music a bit more. Bit up with that.
Team, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I called. I'm Jon. Everyone calls me Johnny. I used to work the wolves up the old road leading to Castle
Thanks for
Neck.
stopping by, Mikey. Have a good night.
What is that? Some kind of a crazy young man lingo like sweet? Or ghost riding the whip or things kids say nowadays?
So, we actually know this Johnny person from Dawn's Files. Specifically, there was one Jon in it with the nickname Johnny.
No. I was working with actual wolves, you know? We'd have these wolves that would just run along the carriage and howl as tourists were transported to the castle. And then we can't do it anymore.
Well, my dear, it's not that I don't respect your profession, but wild animals should be left to be wild. Surely not used as tourist attractions.
That's not the point here.
You don't understand. I wasn't hurting the animals or making them do it. We grew up together.
Look, granted, you don't sound like the most polite and civilized person I've ever conversed with, to be sure, but I wouldn't exactly say you were raised by wolves.
Not by, with. See, my father was a woodsman.
Oh.
And he found these wolf puppies. Who knows what happened to their mother? And so we kept them and we raised them.
Huh.
Pulling my leg here?
No, sir. You can ask anyone living in the area. Everybody knew my daddy. Good old Edward the Woodsman. Well, Ned to most people. Good man.
Ned.
Is he not around anymore?
No. Ugly chopping accident. He really got carried away with a promotion and, kind of lost his head.
You ever read about him as well?
That's a shame. So sorry to hear that. So this wolves,
Yeah, me and my siblings each got one.
Wait, you said wolves at first, not wolf. What? Did you move in on your siblings' pets or something?
No, see, they, my siblings, they kind of started dropping like flies.
Forgive me for sounding insensitive, but your family seems really fragile.
This is going places.
Yeah, well, I guess we have a tendency to stick our noses where we don't belong, and then, whoops, nose gone, so to speak.
Oh, dear me.
Yes, anyway, so I had these wolves, and almost no close relatives to speak of, right? Well...
How freaking long does this go? I am kind of invested in this whole call right now. But also, I think I need to take a quick break. I need to take a quick break, then we're gonna listen a tiny bit more to this, at least to the wolf story. God, this could be that kind of thing that just keeps going on and on for... Why not? So I'll take a couple of minutes. And then we're getting more of that wolf story. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do a bit more. Just a bit more of the wolf conversation. I just need to know where this is going. And I think most of my interest really comes from having, well, it's a good story in itself, but also, you know, knowing that we had Johnny in Dawn's files, it's kind of interesting to me. So just a bit more.
We took a job as security guards first.
You and the wolves? Together?
Well, yes, they let us work together because, you know, security. Mind you, these are really tame wolves. Like dogs, really.
I get it. So, was this like a mole you were guarding?
No, a wall.
What?
You were guarding a wall?
Pretty much, yeah. See, there were things on the other side of the wall.
Just a second. I need to make sure I see everything here. Gotta keep an eye on volume and everything.
And I kind of let them all come in.
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay.
Why?
So I was unemployed, so we got this gig running the wolves along the carriages headed to the castle. And then that one we lost too. And you know why?
No idea. Another wall?
No. Tourists complaining. Too dangerous. One, these are tame wolves. Friendly. All they do is howl. Two, they do not want fear and excitement, because that's our brand. I just don't get it anymore.
Johnny.
Yeah, they're making me use huskies. Huskies. How can I look my wolves in the eye anymore?
I don't know what to say, brother.
Anyway, gotta go. Apparently there's going to be this meeting and I have to be there. There's this new kid I'm supposed to show the ropes to.
Well, that's nice at least. What's his name so we can give him a shout out?
I think it's Ollie?
Alright, Ollie and Johnny. Hope you guys get along. Good luck with the wolves and the castle and the wall and everything.
Thanks, Yanku. Coming!
Alright,
That was a call.
Surreal call. I think I can say that.
Yeah.
Not quite. I mean, let's say on the edge of believability and stuff like that. We wish you good luck, Johnny. It seems you and your family have been dealt a pretty bad card in life. Hey, what are you gonna do, right? Sometimes you're the snake, sometimes you're the vampire. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll make something of yourself. And take care of those wolves, will you? Good luck to you, kid. Alrighty then, where were we?
What now?
Oh, right. I was going to check in with the nation, feel its pulse and vibration on the one and only...
Hello?
On the one and only...
Garlic Station?
That's it, dear listener. Whew, we were almost getting far enough from my initial gambit for the rhyme not to work anymore. But then you turned it around like a horse cart in... like...
Yeah, that was enough for now. That is a lot. They really sat down and wrote all of that. And it's kind of amazing.
Look, I'll bring it back, honest.
Okay, so we're not doing that right now.
This stuff looks like it's extra powerful. Better be careful with it.
Can we?
Oh, no. I need it in working condition.
Yeah, but what for?
It's, well, it's trash. I mostly picked it up to spite Kitteh.
Seems fair. Let's see. Oh! Hello.
A quite voluminous guy, unlit pipe in his mouth. I kinda like this guy. Nice hat.
Hey. Greetings, my skinny friend.
Oh my, hey there. Good to meet someone friendly.
I'm not sure about that.
Have you been talking to these grams around here? Don't judge them too harshly. That's standard foreigner procedure.
Standard procedure? This must be a cultural barrier thing. I'm baffled.
I am afraid it's not for me to explain. So, let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
So, what is it you wanted to talk to me about, Sonny?
My name's Buzz. Buzz Kerwin.
Luca, the coachman,
at
your service.
How's the coach business going, Luca?
It really depends on where you want to go.
Castle?
It's been several days now that we have no GPS signal. Strange times indeed.
You need GPS for your coach?
Well, again, it depends on where you want to go.
For longer
Some
distances?
places are very difficult to access, even to an experimented coachman like me. So, me and Rosie have to rely on technology. You know?
Makes sense.
But everything is so traditional around here.
Don't let appearances fool you. We have some of the fastest internet in the world.
I'm moving.
And it just sort of went away locally, along with the GPS signal.
Just went away. You didn't look into it?
Everyone who was good at computers moved away years ago, sadly. Tech support should be on its way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with no GPS and the treacherous terrain, plus this weather, who knows when they'll arrive.
Yeah.
That really sucks. So I'm not getting any GSM service either.
I'm afraid not. Oh, heavens, how I miss my 4G.
What if I told you I'm tech support?
Well, you'd make Luca a very happy man. See, my love life.
Long distance relationship only online.
Yes?
Why am I about to pour my heart out to a stranger?
Because we're likable.
Because you know I'm trustworthy. You can see it in my eyes.
Oh, look, my friend.
Oh.
See that beautiful waitress over there. Her name's Anna. The prettiest name in the world. Just listen to it. Anna. Anna. Luca is so in love with her.
Sorry, but what does this have to do with the GPS and internet being down?
Good question.
Well, this isn't the Middle Ages, Buzz. I can't just walk up and talk to her like some troglodyte.
You can't?
No. Of course not. Not in this digital day and age. Oh, I can't rest until I see which way she swipes for me on garlic.
Is that some kind of dating app?
The best there is in Transylvania.
God damn it. Why is it garlic? Because vampires don't use it.
Nice pipe.
Thanks.
I like him.
Tell you the truth, I haven't smoked in 24 years, but I feel it gives me some facial balance.
Okay.
Why not? People do weirder things.
What if she's just not into you?
Oh, Luca will just look for another girl, I guess. But I need to know first. Can't make any moves before that.
That's fair enough.
That's a very mature way to see things. Nice.
Life is too short to cry over spilled milk, friend. Plenty of pretty girls in Transylvania. Don't you worry about that.
Not worried at all.
I just hope she doesn't fall for that hipster Vasile. with his trimmed beard and his fancy haircut.
He's an idiot.
Huh?
What if I go ask her for you?
What is this? 4th grade in the 18th century? Huh. I'd be left out of the inn.
He kind of has a point there.
What are you eating there, Luca?
Oh, just had my mamaliga, but I'm afraid it's all gone.
What is that?
Do you think I could have the little cauldron? I'll bring it back.
Well, sure. As long as Rodica doesn't notice. Help yourself.
Swipe? Yoink. Mine.
Luca, help me out with this Tsuika thing.
No. Thank you. Got to keep a clear head when steering the couch.
That's not my...
I meant, do you have any idea what I could do so it doesn't hit me like a freight train?
I remember reading about that on a forum recently.
Tell me more.
But my memory isn't what it used
God
to
damn it.
be. If only the internet was working.
So we have to fix the internet before we can get the information from Rodica and her husband.
See you later, Luca.
Talk to you soon, Buzz.
Wouldn't affect it. This thing is heavy metal.
That's not what that is about.
That would just make more trash.
No, it would not. Did we talk to Vasil again?
Evening.
Oh, it's you again. What is it?
Do you have more info now? No.
See you around.
Okay, we have to find the Y for Eon. Do you have anything else? No.
Talk to you guys later.
Servus.
I did not expect to hear Servus. Let's see. Has anything changed outside? Oh! Mask guy is gone, and we can now go this way. Or were we able to go this way before and I just forgot? Also not unheard of.
A single solitary lit window. Who's in there and why?
Me.
Why am I even asking these questions?
Why wouldn't you?
Well, someone's in there. Doesn't make any kind of difference to us or our quest, but there it is.
Or it does.
No reason to have her climb up there, really.
What if it does make a difference? Come on. Don?
Don Imagos, artist, creator, director, actor, visionary, modern-day Viking. Brought important contributions to the art of indie game making to Transylvania from the distant lands of the New World. Looks like a motivated dude. Also, he's holding a controller. That's pretty cool in my book.
Yeah, looks like a SNES controller.
Good to have you aboard, Don. Says here in tiny script that if you listen closely, you'll hear Don a lot.
Is he the freaking voice actor for Buzz? Or did he actually voice Don?
Star Mazer for the win. Oh no, not another tourist info point. Thankfully, this one seems to be abandoned. Apparently, they were pragmatic and just gave up. I've had enough tourist information stuff for a while.
But we have the light bulb to see what it is about. Also, that's what the light bulb was for. The other spotlight.
And it fits. Symmetry, I am really into you.
Brain shape and heart shape.
A heart-shaped mural. It's got like a circle in the middle and, yeah, I have no idea what this is. The heart is right next to that faded portrait, as is the brain. What does that mean?
It means things.
This is your brain on walls.
Dark.
This whole mural thing above the archway just makes no sense to me. Must be a cultural barrier thing.
You keep saying that.
It's a withered portrait of a man with a fiercely intense stare. There's something about him. Something strange but familiar.
Grandfather?
I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I know this guy. Well, not no, but I feel like I've seen his face before. But where? Man, this is really frustrating. Who the heck does it remind me of? A friend? A neighbor? Someone in my family?
Probably.
Who cares? Stop dwelling on it.
Art critic. Oh no. I'm gonna hate that, don't I?
Man, what a neat looking balcony. I'd love to have one just like that. It looks like it's part of the ancient city walls. Even better.
Niku.
It's a local kid playing on his phone. Man, he is really into it. I think I'll do the talking.
Just once.
Hello, young man. What's up?
Playing on my phone. Do I know you?
Just being friendly, that's all.
Uh-huh.
So, what are you playing?
Call of Duty 6.
I thought shooters sucked on mobile.
Call of Duty is not a first-person shooter. It's a survival game.
Okay.
Survival game? Really?
Yeah, really. You roleplay this supermodel, and every once in a while, you have to survive on no food before a show for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
Games have changed since your days, old man. Everything is realistic now.
Disturbingly so. Nice place, this town.
Nothing ever happens here, and I can't even get data on my phone anymore. But yeah, great place.
Amazing.
Well, if you looked up from that screen every once in a while, you'd see that it is.
Oh, jeez, you're one of those, aren't you? We get it. You grew up hitting a ball against the wall, not glued to the screen. You were so much better off. Thanks for the insight. Bye.
Well, no, that's not really what I meant. I was a nerd just like you.
Oh yeah, you're totally hip to geekdom and down with the youth, pups.
Oh, rude!
Have you seen a girl called Peace around?
No, I haven't, 'cause I'm one of those losers who won't look up from their screens at the real world, right?
That was a very constructive conversation.
Later.
Uh-huh.
Can I just grab the slingshot then?
I think it's this kid's slingshot just lying in the grass. Could I use this?
Yes, you could.
That's a cool slingshot you got there, kid.
Yes. Isn't it crazy that I know about more than just computer screens and video games? Mind-blowing. I know.
Oh, come on. Mind if I take a look at it?
Yeah, 'cause I'm just giving my deadly slingshot away to a stranger. Sure.
Isn't it cooler and more realistic than a video game?
Oh god.
I don't know, but it can realistically take your eye out. So which of these two is worse? You tell me.
Well, if you put it that way...
I made it way too deadly. The world's not ready for it.
Did you make it like... Is it like hyper tense? Some
that
shit?
thing does not look deadly.
It's only made from the toughest wood you'll find around these parts and a virtually unbreakable rubber band.
Ew.
And I've used industrial grade glue to put the thing together.
Oh dang.
Not only is it deadly, it's indestructible.
I'll bet I can take it apart.
The solvent.
Really, dude? You're on.
That's what the solvent is for.
Wagering?
Just the satisfaction of being right and in the other guy's face, kid.
Okay then, it's on.
Well?
Later.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm curious if we're actually gonna use the solvent for it. Probably not, but also...
That would just make more trash.
No, that will make a trash slingshot, which is much more interesting.
This lady's really interested in that mural up there. She has this air about her. The air of someone who knows stuff.
Well, let's learn from her then.
Hi there. I couldn't help but notice you're examining that mural up there.
Pardon me? Oh, yes, indeed I am, yes.
Can you tell me anything about it?
Why, of course. You see, there is a certain ambiguity in regard to the vivacious and decidedly histrionic undertones of the disjunctive perturbation present within the artist's essentially transitional brushwork. Wouldn't you say? Of course, you must not let this hint of overspecificity on my part overshadow the obviously resonant spatial relationships between the reductive quality of the lines and the commitment to a rigorously formal approach on the artist's behalf.
Actually...
What you must understand is that the work echoes its own edges with its obsequious interior dialogue, and even replicates itself, paradoxically denying any allusion to a juxtaposed mythopoetical reality.
Can you talk to me like I'm not an art expert?
Yeah, but what does it all mean?
Aren't you paying attention, young man? It signifies that the structuralist paradigm under which the creator diligently operated is flush with interpolated post-dialectic musings that cannot be rightfully ignored.
That's oversimplifying it a bit, but yeah, okay. What is the significance of the divided heart?
It is clearly a corollary of the coronary metaphors which permeate the opacity and quintessential divergence of pervasive aesthetic hierarchies in the artist's oeuvre.
I agree.
See, asking her about our random shit is gonna be much more interesting.
What can you tell me about this bus ticket?
An incisive voyagerial metaphor, rectangularly encased in an obviously sarcastic homage to utter futility and cavalcading materialism.
Wow.
What do you think of this cauldron?
An unrelentingly piercing allusion to corporeal gastronomic enslavement. In the almost puritanical form of a hemisphere, wrought of sacrosanct hunger, both telluric and spiritual.
You nailed it on the head.
It's the... Oh, God. I don't even have words for how much I dislike this kind of person. Because it's just... There are some people that just like to use every word that they once heard and that think is, you know, very important. Like, you can't say all this shit so easily with very common words. So why not just do that? Unless you want to feel superior. And that tends to be the issue I have. That's why yeah. This is mildly getting to me.
What do you think of this slingshot?
Kinda shoddy if you ask me.
What?
Inextricably inferior.
Wow.
I have this pocket full of trash.
Such a buckish postmodernist cliché termed anti-cliché, or as some would put it, mudful reversed boilerplate. Not an entirely surprising denouement coming from a distinguishably inexperienced dabbler in the arts, but one I uncontemptuously applaud nonetheless.
Yeah, it's,
Sure.
It's just trash, really.
Precisely. Wink wink, as they say.
What do you think of this solvent?
Are you by any chance employing terraceous earthly chemistry as a means of subsuming the inextricable anthropologic dissolution into a pan-expressive, if mechanistic, allegory of human suffering and decay?
I sure am.
Bitchin'.
Okay. Mild recovery there in the dialogue. She's not that bad.
I'll leave you to her critique.
Indeed, indeed.
But also, was it sometimes a cigar is just a cigar? I know that has a completely different context, but...
I'm not a vandal.
You know. Old man and a mural of an old man choking a dragon.
It's the city's ancient walls. You can almost feel hundreds of years of history, leaking from them. I'm not good at this.
You really aren't.
Pretty damn impressive if you ask me. Nice walls.
Nothing else? Okay. Glorious pastures.
My word, that's gorgeous. This is my homeland, Kitteh. She doesn't care.
She sure doesn't.
Kind of makes you want to retire, live a simpler life. Tend to the cattle, squeeze milk out of their, never mind.
Oh, one more?
Gorgeous, but I have stuff to do.
Yeah, that was the last one. Wait, Kitteh!
An intricate monochrome mural in stark contrast with the intense colors all around it. It seems to tell a pretty convoluted story.
Let's see. What are all those thorns? Okay, person with a dog. Kitty. Old man with a... It has to be local. Choking the dragon, which still sounds wrong. Black kitty. But also white kitty. What do we have down there? Oh, those are the masks. Very tribal. But also there's another head. Is it? Brings up the question if that is just, you know, storytelling, like it attacked the village until someone dealt with it, or are they two separate things, or is it a fucking Hydra?
Just peep it yourself, Mr. Art Critic.
A senior citizen enjoying his time on that bench. He seems really peaceful. Good evening.
A good evening to you, young man.
Oh, nice voice.
Such a pretty town, Forumaris.
Yes, and an old and storied one, too. Oh, if these walls could speak. The birds, the deaths, the wars.
Maybe it's better that they can't speak. Boy, what a sight, huh?
Yes, yes, it is superb. The rolling hills, with their scents of hay and white flowers, the gently grazing herds. Sometimes I wish they placed this bench the other way around, but I guess this way you can admire the mural.
I mean, if you moved it down here, you could see both.
Is the painting old?
Old, yes. Older than most things in this town.
Oh?
How old exactly, though, I cannot tell you.
What can you tell me about it?
Is there a story behind it?
Yes, there is. But do you have the time to listen to it?
This is gonna be a few minutes, I guess.
Yes, I do.
Now, legend has it that a long, long time ago, on top of a mountain overlooking Forumaris, a Solomonar, that's an ancient wizard, was conjuring thunder and rain when, below, a terrifying Balaur, that's a dragon, attacked the town. The masks, sworn defenders of the town, could not defeat the dragon, but could not live either, So they sent an innocent young shepherd girl by the name of Miwara and her dog Azor to beg for the Solomonar's assistance. Miwara and Azor's journey up the mountain was not without peril. See, the Solomonar had laid many traps and cunning magical obstacles to stop anyone from disturbing his ritual. But Miwara and Azor were smart and agile and resilient, so they made it to the mountaintop and told of the dragon's attack. But the Solomonar was red with anger and could not see beyond the fact that a girl and her dog had conquered his defenses.
The music is nice.
And since they had proven to be smart and agile and resilient, he transformed Miwara and Azor into a black and a white cat. Forever cursed to roam the hills and mountains without ever resting again. Then he did make his way down to Forum Maris and found it in smoldering ruins, and the masks all but defeated, making their last stand against the beast. He fought the dragon for 3 days and 3 nights, and finally crushed it down into the mountain, burying it in the bowels of the earth. Afterwards, he cried tears of remorse for foolishly cursing the shepherd girl and her dog, and erected a monastery in their remembrance.
Oh, that's the big
That
building.
castle above the town that everyone fears. Its steeple is all that remains of the monastery the Solomonar built ages and ages ago. It became corrupted, and some folks say that it's from the evil that the remains of the dragon still hold. I hear the masks are once again guarding the castle now that its rightful heir has returned. But who would risk going all the way there to see if it's true? Not many, dear. Not many.
That's a cool story, actually.
Wow, that was fascinating.
Agreed.
I'm glad to hear you say that, young man. I'm still here to tell the story, but for how long? No one really knows or cares about it other than me and the masks themselves. Maybe once I'm gone, so it shall disappear into oblivion.
Let's hope not.
I mean, technically, no, we know the story.
I'll be off now. Have a nice evening.
You too, young man. Goodbye.
Yeah, there's more to this old man.
It's an allegedly indestructible slingshot. We'll see about that.
I mean, there's many ways to destroy it. Oh! Oh, we got the Y! We got the Y.
Ha! In your face, kid. Man, that stuff was powerful.
I mean, we're just gonna tell him about it. Then fuck off.
Hey, what do you know? An ex-slingshot.
You must have cheated or something.
Just admit defeat, Junior.
Fine, who cares? I was bored of that thing anyways.
Uh-huh.
So, can I keep the parts?
Whatever.
Okay. Yep.
Later.
Uh-huh.
So now we have the Y for Neon. Girl and kitty.
It's a girl with a cat on a leash.
Did that Kurt just bark?
That's an interesting cat there.
Yes, it did.
Behave, Kitteh. I know, you haven't said or done anything. Just saying. Hello, little girl.
Hi!
My name's Buzz, and this is my cat, Kitteh.
Nice to meet you. I'm Maria, and this is
Yeah.
What in the name of all that is sacred and holy?
Your kitty can't talk.
Yes, she can. For some reason, people don't usually notice.
U.S.
Oh my god. Is she magical?
As magical as they come.
Cool.
That's a unique looking doggy.
He's not a doggy, silly. Can't you see he's a kitty cat?
We're really stretching the definition here.
But how come he barks?
Well, he was raised by a doggy. Duh. His adoptive mommy was a Carpathian sheepdog.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. An actual son of a...
Well, that's a very cool and unique story. So his name is Kiskus.
Uh-huh. That's how you get his attention. I want to name him something else, but I haven't come up with anything better yet.
I understand. Kiskus.
I am now the second most embarrassed cat around.
What are you up to, Maria?
Oh, just walking. He gets real antsy if I don't walk him at least twice a day.
Yeah.
He likes that, huh?
Definitely a cat.
Yeah, he's the happiest kitty when he's in nature. I'd love to take him on a walk in the hills or in the mountains, but Mom and Dad won't let me. It's too far away.
I see. Did you happen to see a black girl around?
No, I would have remembered that. Almost everyone around here is pasty white. It's so boring.
Was he referring to the cat?
Well, it hasn't been sunny in a while either, has it?
Why?
No,
Oh,
and weather's
well.
been crazy lately. Thunderstorms out of the blue. That's why I can't walk in the hills anymore.
Uh-huh.
And... You know, assuming that Barnabas's daughter is black is kind of logical, but at the same time, not necessarily the case. That's why I was like, wait, what? I thought he was actually, you know, gonna be talking about the black cat to the white dog cat. It's a cat dog.
I'm a tourist. What can you tell me about Forumaris?
Well, everyone says nothing ever happens here. So...
God, I hope that's true.
It's not.
Catch you later, Maria.
See you!
Well. Oh, boy. Well, now we can give the Y to this guy.
I've got the ladder. All right. You'll need the illuminator. What?
What's an illuminator?
Thingamajig. Makes light. What?
The light bulb.
You know what to do with it, right? Sure. All right then. You're set. What was that?
Thanks. Bye.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that what we're doing? Oh yeah, he actually walks faster if you double click. Neat, but no. That's what we're doing.
There we go. It will now project a Y on that heart shape. It's neatly divided into 9 parts. I guess that's my password right there.
9? No, I'm not gonna ask her about it. Don't care.
Nine pieces.
That's right, Chiclet. Go on in then.
Alright, the Shattered Heart. That's the...
Wait! I look at you now in this light and... Oh!
Oh?
Corvinus! Forgive me for doubting. You know, of course you know. You are back, Corvinus!
I'm sorry, is this some access granted ritual I'm not completely understanding?
Corvinus!
gone.
What's it?
Well, someone got really excited about you for some reason. There's that. She was also married and more than a century old. There's that, too.
Let's just go in and figure out this blackout.
Corvinus! Corvinus!
Shut up, Kitteh.
I'm not sure if she was happy or terrified. What the hell?
A severely battered bust. I think it's supposed to be the guy in the portrait.
Uh-huh.
Who would deface it? Why are there swords driven through it? Did the populace really hate this guy? What's the story here? The bust is incomplete, but if this is the guy in the portrait, there's a strange familiarity here. Kitteh doesn't care about sculpture, pierced by swords and strangely familiar or not.
That is
It's a withered
lot.
portrait of a man with a fiercely intense stare. There's something about him, something strange but familiar.
I guess we actually are the reincarnation. That's why we have the book.
I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I know this guy. Well, not no, but I feel like I've seen his face before. But where?
Probably the author of the Necronomicon.
Man, this is really frustrating. Who the heck does it remind me of? A friend? A neighbor? Someone in my family?
Who cares? Stop dwelling on it.
But I want it now.
I really feel drawn to it.
That's the last one, yeah. Impenetrable door.
Holy wow, someone really doesn't want anyone to get past that door. That's by far the most secured ancient Transylvanian door I've ever come across. What secrets lie beyond this bard? Well, that's an understatement. But seriously, what the heck is behind this door? I guess we're not supposed to get past it.
Ooh, we will get past it eventually.
It's not exactly slingshot material. They protrude out of the wall like little fragile bones, bathed in the red, disturbing light cast from that sinister window.
Easy there, Lovecraft.
Yeah. The name had to be uttered eventually.
This was definitely a very convenient ladder at some point. Not anymore, though. Yep, that's our internet cable, all right. Looks like it's going up into the ceiling there. Whatever it's disappearing into up there must hold the key to this data blackout.
Indeed.
Uh-huh, so that's where the cable goes.
Wait.
Oh, I can sense it coming.
Why couldn't it just be an eye-level hatch? Why? I just hope it's not locked. It's not, right?
Can we actually... We got a helmet.
What do you know? Got myself a cute little makeshift helmet. Let it not be said that the art of armor crafting is dead. Behold the cute little helmet of doom.
I rolled my eyes so hard I almost saw my brain for a second.
Oh, the sass continues.
Not hanging this up here.
Let's see.
Had they still been a ladder, yeah, definitely.
Oh, do we do this?
Fork doesn't exactly help here.
What would the helmet work with?
That would just make more trash.
Kitteh, can you get in there?
Look, man, we got through some pretty stacked against us odds, but that door? Nah. Hate to say it, but it's not happening.
I just really want to know what the secret behind it is.
Yeah, well...
Well?
I was trying to think of a way to say some secrets are best left uncovered without sounding cliche, but I failed miserably, okay? We don't need to poke our snouts into every corner of this country.
I disagree.
Yeah, maybe next time we visit.
I mean, not every corner, but, you know.
Go get that hatch, girl.
Fine.
That does work. Okay, cool. And that's why we give her the helmet.
The things I do for you, Kerwin.
She just busts through.
I think I found the source of the problem. It's some kind of internet GPS jammer thing. And now it's history.
Just knocks it down.
You're awesome, Kitteh.
Not the helmet.
Something I don't know.
Well, we got internet again, so we can go talk to Luca about how to get not drunk. That's a step up. Luca, we got internet.
Luca, the internet's back on.
Oh, yes, yes. I was just getting on garlic. Let's see here. Oh.
Oh, man, what is it? Is it bad?
Well, kind of, but in a way, not really.
Did she go for you or Vasile?
Neither.
Neither. She's into girls.
Hell yeah.
Huh. Who knew?
Good for her.
Oh, man, sorry about that.
Hey, don't worry about it. Plenty of fish in the sea. At least that hipster Vasile doesn't stand a chance either, right?
Right. But could you look up that thing about Suika now?
Oh, sure thing. Let's see.
Eat trash?
Alright, here it is. Buzz says here that swallowing a spoonful of vegetable oil before drinking coats your inside so that alcohol doesn't absorb.
That might actually work, but don't try this at home and all that.
Never underestimate your audience's intelligence, friend. Here, have some of mine. Norok.
Well, about that.
Ugh, that was almost worse than Suika. Alright, it would seem I'm oiled up and ready to go.
Sometimes you have to underestimate your audience's intelligence. It's just...
I'll have that drink with you.
All right, here you go. Norok.
Okay.
Okay, friend. Ask me anything.
Alright, what's with the nasty attitude?
Rodi looks like he's one of ours.
That's what I was afraid of, Ishti. Look, it's nothing personal. There are certain expectations people have from townsfolk living next to ancient castles in Transylvania.
Yeah?
Yes, it was either this or perpetually scared and covering in the dark corners.
But there's no need to be scared. Not anymore. So, we're just nasty to foreigners since they kind of expect it.
Aww.
Just a recommendation from the Transylvanian Tourist Board.
Oh, fuck the tourist board.
Not tourist boards again. Anything else expected of you regarding foreigners?
Oh, you know. Silently frowning when asked anything. Running out of the room all of a sudden. The classics.
Very classic.
We used to do the whole torches and pitchfork thing every once in a while. That was fun.
Until these numbskulls almost burned down an entire street. We've been holding on to that for really special occasions.
I still say Vasily poked me in the butt intentionally last February. He's always envied my mustache. Always.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shut up, Istvan.
Nah, I think he's right.
What can you tell me about Luca, the coachman?
Good guy, Luca.
Very nice, man. And Rosie's a great girl too.
His wife?
His horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, technically we already knew that, but Buzz is a bit slow on the uptake, I guess.
What did you mean by nothing to be afraid of anymore?
The ancient castle up on the craggy hill. It's got a pretty bad reputation. Actually, so bad that no one ever even claimed it for hundreds of years.
Until Baron Ferenczi came. That is.
Oh?
Him and his strange sounds and experiments. Well, that all lasted until one night there was a big boom.
And no one ever saw the Baron or his men again.
Did we find the butcher?
Huh, weird. How does this Ferenczi look?
No one ever saw his face. Always huddled up in a huge trench coat and his face hidden.
We're all glad to be rid of him. If rid we are.
Yeah,
Curse him for messing with our superior Transylvanian broadband.
Yeah, probably was him.
This is all fascinating, but I'm here looking for a girl named Peace.
Yes, she was here. She got some supplies and left.
For the castle.
For the castle.
Is it me, or there's a thunderclap every time the castle's mentioned?
The castle? I don't hear it. Odie?
I mentioned the castle a lot and I never hear any thunder.
Must be my imagination.
I really appreciate how much the devs play around with these small, silly things. It's definitely comedy. Very, very self-aware.
Then I need to get to the castle.
Talk to Luca. He'll probably take you there if there's GPS again.
Is the castle abandoned now that Ferenczi's apparently gone?
Oh no! Its rightful heir, Vlad, has since returned.
Oh.
Vlad, huh?
Indeed.
Tell me something about this Vlad.
He loves...
Yes?
To battle!
Oh boy. What else can you tell me about the castle?
Well, it actually was an old monastery. Hundreds of years ago. It somehow got corrupted sometime in the past. And they tore it down.
Yes, nothing but the steeple remained, and they built the castle around it.
No.
Interesting. Well, thanks for everything, Rodika and Istvan.
You're welcome. We're just glad to be able to be our own hospitable selves again. Isn't it right, Isti?
It is! And the sooner you get the heck out of our town, region, and country, the better for everyone.
Wow.
Enjoy your stay in a beautiful, scenic Transylvania.
Thanks, I will.
Wow, Istvan. Wow. Well, now it's just about talking to Luca and getting to the castle. I think that's what I'm gonna call it for tonight. Give it a nice little save here. Or writing that is just fine. And we're gonna continue this. I wanna say next weekend. I think it might be a few days before I stream again. Got a few things I need to take care of, and it usually takes me a bit to get over doing stuff, having done stuff. All that kind of nonsense. Brains are fucking weird. And pretty annoying on top. But yeah, we're definitely gonna play through this as quickly as I can. Not to beat it, but to actually get to enjoy all of it. Sorry. It's a fantastic game. Just the writing remains freaking strong. The art is still wonderful and everything. It's... so many good references. And excellent voice acting. Like, they really went all out on it. So, let me check real quick. Who might be live at the moment? What time is it anyway? Going on 1 a.m. for me. Someone should be live somewhere. You do not know you, so I can close that out. Nope, it's all very limited again. I don't think Rob is streaming tonight. Spoony wouldn't start for another 2 hours. So that's I guess no Ray tonight either. Yeah, it's fine though. There's enough people on this damned website that you can check out and have a good time with. So we'll continue this in the coming week once I manage to do the shit that I need to do. And as per usual, I will let you know in Discord when I go live. It's the easiest way to know that I do go live, because everything else, I don't use social media anymore. Was a good cut to make, believe it or not. So, hope you folks had a nice weekend. I hope you're gonna have a good start to your week. I'll see you folks all the next time. You take care, have a good one. Bye bye.